Good afternoon and welcome to Gateshead International Stadium. The season is about to start. It's Gateshead versus Ebbsfleet United in the National League. And what hopes to be a better season than last, although last season was pretty good for Gateshead and Ebbsfleet, of course, surviving relegation battle. Both teams will be looking to build on last season and hopefully see the fruits of their labours throughout the summer in the transfer windows. Gateshead, they've had players move on to pastures new, but they've also strengthened as well. And we'll be going right through that very, very soon. It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here on Tyneside. If only it would stay like this all season, we'd be absolutely golden. But we know the cold nights are coming. But one thing I know that will warm me up on those cold nights is my co-commentator, Mark Carruthers. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm good. Excited to be back for a new season here at the International Stadium on the back of a positive pre-season and what has been an exciting summer. So a fresh feel about Gateshead today, a few new additions, as you say. But I think this will be a tricky test, by the way.
Yeah, I think we've always had decent games against Ebbsfleet United over the years. It's never been one-sided. Both teams have had their days in the sun, as it were, in this fixture. But Gateshead will be looking to get the start of their season underway with a win, as will the visitors, of course. Gateshead do have a number of debutants this afternoon. Tiernan Brooks, of course, in goal. He arrived after a summer transfer from Notts County. Also, there is Jacob Butterfield, great experience right up to the Championship and Premier League and abroad as well. Tyrell Newton comes in after he left Luton in the summer. And of course, the man that's got the headlines in pre-season is Owen Aseni. And Mark, he's introduced himself to life on Tyneside quite well. I can't remember a time when a trialist has scored 10 goals in pre-season. Yes, they don't count for much in the grand scheme of things, but he's been mighty impressive against the calibre of teams we've played.
Yeah, he has. And I think you look at him, he just always looks a threat. You know, when that ball's in around the box, he always looks a threat. And I like the movement he's got. I like the strength. His hold-up play is impressive. The one thing we do know, though, this Gateshead team are always going to create chances. And I think that's the big thing from today. It's, can they get those chances into him? He'll take them, I've got no doubt about it. It's a really exciting sign. Someone who was, has already been tipped to do well here prior to his move here, being confirmed. It's a sign in that Gateshead wanted for a while. I know they've tracked him. And I'm looking forward to seeing what he's like in competitive action.
Certainly is. And there's three players that could potentially make their debut this afternoon. Gateshead have signed Harry Moss. That was announced this morning. He has number 40 on his back. I think he had been at Burnley, goalkeeper. So another exciting prospect. Mark Beck was announced last week, and he is in line to make a debut if he can come on off the bench. Of course, his pre-season hampered a little bit by injury, but he's fit and ready to go today from the bench. And we all know too well what Mark Beck can do and what he will bring to the forward line. He'll bring a different dynamic if Gateshead need to change things up. But that's not to say that he's a one-trick pony. He is great in the air, but the old cliche for a big man who's good with his feet as well, Mark.
Well, we saw that in trophy final, didn't we? He's a great finisher. Again, I keep talking about hold-up play, but he's probably one of the best in the league with his hold-up play. Just a very, very good all-round striker. Again, another one that will get goals. A really shrewd addition. Obviously, only on loan here until January, but we'll see, what might happen with that. But I mean, the Gateshead subs are just walking off now after the warm-ups, and you look at that bench and think, well, really, anyone has an argument to be in this side.
Exactly, and we'll go through the full lineups, but I'm just going through the ones that could potentially make their debut today as well. Will McGowan, who arrived from Blythe Spartans in the summer. A player that has always been in and around Blythe's headlines with performances in what was a dire season. Let's pull no bones about it. But he's come in, in pre-season. He made an instant impact with a hat-trick. Was it 45 minutes after he was announced that he signed? Come on as a substitute, scores a hat-trick. He went from strength to strength, and of course he's adapting to life in full-time training and football. But a very creative, forward-minded player.
A very, very good player. Someone I've admired since he was at South Shields in their academy system. Went to Blythe and made a bit of a name for himself. And yes, an awful season for Blythe last year. She got relegated, but Will was one of the very, very few high points. Earned his move here. It's about attitude with Will. His attitude's top notch. Many people might think on the back of such a good pre-season he'd be annoyed at not being in the side today. He probably is. You know, you would expect that. But I also know there won't be any sort of negative reaction.
No.
He will come out, if he does come on, or when he comes on, which I imagine he will, he'll come on and make an impact and show the attitude that the likes of Rob Elliott, Louis Story, and everyone else at the club loves.
Well, of course, we talked about the management team. There is a new coach in town as well. We've got Anthony Sweeney, who was a Gateshead player, didn't actually make a first-team appearance for Gateshead, I don't think. If he did, it was a fleeting one. But he went for a coaching role at Hartlepool, but he's back as the third coach, as it were, at Gateshead. And it looks like he's slotted into life here at Gateshead very well. He's seen out there in the warm-up with Louis Story and the gaffer, and running through all the drills. And we talk about attitude, and it's another another person that's come into the club that emphasises everything what Gateshead have built on in the last 5 years.
It's someone that knows what it takes to thrive at a higher level. It's experience on and off the pitch. It's know-how from a coach's point of view. And most importantly, it's another voice. It's another voice in a really strong coaching team, a really strong management setup. And, you know, I've already witnessed just how important he is here. And he's going to be a big part of things going forward.
Certainly is. Before we're going forward, for our audio listeners on YouTube, a big thank you to our sponsors, Northern Print Solutions, and our partners at Patrick Sportswear. Without them, we wouldn't be able to broadcast the way we do for our commentaries and our regular podcast, which is on a Thursday at 8 o'clock. And we had Mark Beck with us last week. We will be playing a segment of that interview at halftime. If you didn't see it, please do watch, go back and like and subscribe, and you'll be able to see all of our shows and vlogs when they go up live on the channel. And also as well, big thank you to everyone at National League TV and DAZN that are joining us as well. We hope that you are all settled and ready to watch this wherever you are in the world. And to our audio listeners that have sent me messages, we've got Darcy, she's given us a hand wave saying hi. Sean Parry, good afternoon, everybody. It's match day, the best day of the weekend. It is, and it's back with a bang, hopefully. Judy Pendleton, we'll keep each other right with the scorers. Well, it's always nice. We've got some help there, Mark. And Alan Guest, as well. Afternoon, everyone. Hope we can get a good result today. Or we certainly hope that as well. We'll talk about the visitors now. They've got Mark Cousins in goal. Luke O'Neill wears number 2. Lewis Page, number 3. Their captain is Josh Wright at number 4. Tyler Cordner is at number 5. Lewis John at 6. Jim Killerman, number 8. Number 12 is Dominic Samuel. Number 14 is Dominic Polion. Toby Edsner was wearing number 17, and Ben Chapman, 22. On the bench, Dylan Perry is number 30. Wes Fongook is number 10. Then it's Greg Cundle, 15. Giles Phillips, 20. Tom Davison, 26. Craig Tanner, 27. And Kwame Thomas is number 39. And of course, there is more substitutes this year, and that adds another dynamic to the managers. And I was going to say this, Mark, that I think Gateshead have went into this transfer window with that fully in mind, that now with 5 substitutes available from the 7 to be used in the game, there's more scope to rest players. There's more scope to change a game if needed to. It's something that the clubs have to utilise this year.
Yeah, on the other side of it is as well. I look at both squads here, and I think Ebbsfleet, by the way, have recruited really well. There's a lot of experience in that side. You know, players that we've seen here on a vast number of occasions in recent years. I think this is a really dangerous game for Gateshead. I think Ebbsfleet with a new manager, promotion bounce even, not new manager, will come in with enthusiasm, with confidence. They'll want to come here and make a name for themselves on the opening day of the season. Gateshead have to guard against that, stick to the way they like to play, do everything that they are told by the coaching staff. But you are right. I mean, you look at that bench at Gateshead, as I say, I think anyone in that 7, certainly 6 of the 7, I think Harry's probably a little bit different, the goalkeeper, is here to provide backup and competition for Tiernan Brooks. But certainly the vast majority of that bench could make an argument to be starting this game.
I'll go through the Gateshead lineup in full. Tiernan Brooks in goal wearing number 1, Robbie Tinkler number 2, Kent Richardson 5, Joe Grayson 18, Regan Booty number 8, the captain Greg Ollie has got his shirt number changed this there, number 22. Callum Whelan takes the 10 shirt, Jacob Butterfield number 4, Tyrell Newton is 23, Luke Hannant 19, and Owen Aseni number 9. On the bench, Harry Moss. Then this is where we were talking about the experience and caliber of the bench. You've got Louis Story, Tom Allen, Ben Warman, Kane Adam, Mark Beck, and Will McGowan. There's defensive options there. There's midfield options, and there's a plethora of attacking options, Mark. And it's I've got to say, probably one of the strongest squads I've seen at Gateshead for possibly ever.
It's a birthday, I think, with Greg Ollie, by the way.
Ah, is it?
Yeah. So he's, people suggesting that he's heading off. I'm fairly certain if he was leaving, he wouldn't have a squad number. But anyway,
all the captain's on band.
All the captain's on band, yeah. But so it's a good bench, and it's a good squad. I think it's probably one of, if not the strongest Gateshead squad I've seen. You forget as well, if they do pick up injuries, there's lads out on loan who can be recalled. So there's plenty of options there for Rob Elliott and Louis Story and Anthony Sweeney. I think some big calls to make. One's already been made, as we say.
And I mean, also we talk about Gateshead's success in recent years with players, but we'll get into that later on. The teams are coming out here at Gateshead International Stadium. Josh Wright leads out Ebbsfleet. Greg Ollie brings out Gateshead. The sun is shining. It's the first game of the season, and the anticipation and the excitement is high. I'll go through the Gateshead lineup. It's Tiernan Brooks in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Kenton Richardson, Joe Grayson, Regan Booty, the captain Greg Ollie, Callum Whelan, Jacob Butterfield, Terrell Newton, Luke Hannant, and Owen Aseni. The starting lineup for the visitors for Ebbsfleet United is Mark Cousins in goal, Luke O'Neill, Lewis Page, Josh Wright, Tyler Cordner, Lewis John, Jim Kellerman, Dominic Samuel, Dominic Pollione, and Toby Edsner, and then Ben Chapman is the final name. For our audio listeners, Ebbsfleet in looks like a classic Manchester United strip: red shirt, white shorts, white socks. Gateshead in their Patrick strip. It's black shoulders, white body, white black shorts and black socks. It looks very good and be available soon in the club shop. But Mark, this is one of those games. The temperature's high today. Could you see a water break in this one? It's quite a warm day, isn't it? I mean, the pitch is absolutely bathed in sunshine today.
I mean, the referee's got a man bun, so we could see anything here today.
I'm not going to judge about haircuts because
no, should you?
For everyone at home, I'm rocking the peroxide at the moment. But teams are going through their final little instruction, warm up, high fives, and we are moments away from the National League season starting here at Gateshead International Stadium. If you're just joining us, it is Gateshead versus Ebbsfleet United. The captains are in the centre circle. We're awaiting the coin toss. And this is what it's all about, Mark. We've been going through pre-season, and now we're in for the proper stuff.
We are, yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think you look at it and you just think that it's a big season for Gateshead. Building on last year, the undoubted success of what they achieved last year. Obviously, the playoff disappointment was quickly washed away by Wembley and everything that brought. But I just think you look at what's lying in wait here potentially, and we could be in for a great season. We really could. But it's all going to be hard work. There's plenty of talent in the squad. The attitude's right.
But potential doesn't win anything. It's the actions that follow the hard work in pre-season. But Gateshead will be shooting towards the River Tyne. It looks like Ebbsfleet United will be getting us underway. They're shooting towards the Fennel End. And it is an absolutely glorious day here on Tyneside. Football's back, and hopefully it's back with a bang. We're just waiting for the game to get underway. Ebbsfleet just getting into their final position for the kickoff. It is going to be Edser to get us underway. And that's it. The season is underway. Football is back. And Gateshead are on the defence as the ball bounces through into the box. And Robbie Tinkler hoofs that one away towards the corner of the box. It's been picked up. And Gateshead try to win the ball on the far side. A little bit scrappy, but Ebbsfleet United have the ball. Goes for a curling grass-cutting shot there. And it goes past the post. There wasn't enough power on it. And it's a goal kick to Gateshead. Big thank you to Ginger Joe. He's listening in from West Peterborough. He's looking forward to the season, as all we are. Gateshead manager Rob Elliott, all in black down on the touchline at the moment. As Tiernan Brooks takes the goal kick up towards Newton, who gives it to Ollie. Ollie pokes it over the top, looking for the run of Oseni, and Oseni's under pressure. He's got in front of the keeper. Oh, the keeper just manages to fist it away, heads it away outside the box. Oh, and Butterfield from outside the area. The keeper went on I don't know what he went on there. He went on a mazy run and could have been punished severely there, Mark.
Yeah, just got himself all over the place there, Mark Cousins, didn't he? And, with his technique, you're surprised Butterfield hasn't scored there. I wouldn't say it's a simple chance. It's far from a simple chance.
No.
Because that ball popped up, but a real let-up for the visitors.
Well, the goalkeeper places the ball down, Cousins. He's all in bright orange. Gator keeper pink with polka dots. It's been compared to, I'm trying to think of his name now, one of the CBBC characters, Mr. Tumble, the polka dots on it. But let's hope that doesn't come to haunt him as a ball may go tumbling in the back of the net. We'll not use that one. But it's a throw-in on the far side to Gateshead. Well, start off at a good pace, lots of energy.
Very attacking side as well, isn't it, when you look at it from Gateshead? I mean, Tyrell Newton and Buchanan really wingers.
Yeah, I mean, Tyrell Newton's in acres of space here. I don't think the crossfield ball will come across to him, but the ball goes down the centre looking for Oseni, brings the ball down chest and lost his footing, but he does well and gets it to Whelan. And Gateshead just trying to win the ball back there, but it can be cleared by Lewis John. It's going to bounce all the way up into the Gateshead half and out for a throw-in on the far side. Oseni did well. You can see got to the ball and lost his foot and then managed to just swipe a leg round and poke it towards a teammate, but close quarters, a little bit scrappy in the early exchanges, but we're seeing the teams move the ball quickly. Richardson for Gateshead clears it over the halfway line, but the ball's been picked up midfield by Gateshead and Butterfield's ball inside didn't find a teammate, and now O'Neill can pass it and it comes out to this far side as Chapman tries to bring the ball down, and there it goes for a throw-in to Gateshead.
It's the right idea, just trying to release Chapman down this right-hand side, but just got too much on the ball. But really lively start here.
Sprinklers were on heavy before the pitch. Joe Grayson just drying the ball off on his shirt and shorts there. Doesn't look wet surface, but there was a lot of water went on it.
I think it probably needed it. We haven't had a lot.
No, it's Grayson gives it to Captain Ollie. Grayson gives it back. Now Ollie lovely footwork, gets it through and sends Oseni away. It's a lovely ball. He's into the box. He's trying to get past the defender. Defender does very well. And out it goes for a corner. But lovely vision from Ollie.
It was. Jacob Butterfield was there. I think he possibly could have rolled it inside to Butterfield. It would have been an on goal. But really, really good forward play from Oseni there, breaking in behind.
I've got this corner on our left-hand side here from the commentary position. Butterfield, man with vast experience.
Something planned here, isn't it?
Well, in pre-season, we've seen a lot of short work corners, but I think this one's going to go right into the mixer. It has. And Grayson would have had a free header, but it hasn't went out. Hannon puts it back in. Grayson, comes to Whelan. Whelan lays it off. Butterfield, and now a shot from Booty on the outside of the area and hooked away by Ebbsfleet, and Gateshead applying pressure. Yeah, good pressure as well. Joe Grayson could score twice there. Two great balls in that he's just narrowly missed. He scored for Gateshead, I think he has. I might be wrong. But really positive again. Looks like it's going to be a long throw as well. Grayson arcs his body as he launches that one in there. It's headed away. Whelan heads it up in the air, but there's no Gateshead player to pick it up. But Whelan tries to pick it up. Gateshead do win the ball back, though, and now Booty looks to keep this ball moving across to Grayson. Ollie inside, gets it back to Booty. And now Gateshead just patiently building up. Butterfield, was he fouled there? Referee says no, but Gateshead have the ball, though. Whelan turns. And he's got Hannon on the far side if he wants to bring him into play, which he does. Hannon back to Whelan. Whelan has Kenton Richardson on the far side, but he turns, plays it back to Booty, back to Whelan. Gateshead just keeping the ball, looking for space to appear as Ollie gives it back to Whelan. Oh, ball forward to Hannant offside. It was probably a good 2 foot off there, unfortunately.
Good line there. Really good line from Ebbsfleet United. Stayed really, really focused.
Yeah, you could tell they were worried about that happening, and as you say, dealt with it well. Into the 7th minute, 0-0 here at Gateshead International Stadium. First game of the season. Both teams just trying to feel each other out. Gateshead probably started a little bit better, you would say. But Ebbsfleet with a free kick on the far side. Mark Cousins is going to take this one. A little bit windy out there, but doesn't affect the flight of the ball. Chapman in a battle with Terrell there. And can Terrell get in front of the ball? He can, Newton, but he just couldn't control it. And Ebbsfleet can get this ball moving as Josh Wright puts it in the inside, but only as far as Ollie. Butterfield brings it down. Oh, lovely work to get it out to Newton. Newton gets another bite of the cherry of the ball. Ball over the top looking for Oseni. Oseni's going to... Oh, and... Well, I'll tell you what, it's felt to Oseni there. Now on the edge of the area, what can he do? He stays on his feet. He does very well. He's got Newton on this left-hand side to help. Grayson. Butterfield. Ollie. Back to Butterfield. Gateshead moving the ball very nice in close quarters. As now Butterfield has the ball. He's got Grayson on this left-hand side, who he uses now. Can he get a delivery in? Puts it into the mixer. Headed clear. And now Ebbsfleet under pressure to clear the ball. As Gateshead pin them back on their own dead ball line. Grayson wins the ball and he's being wrestled here. It was a bear hug and it's a free kick to Gateshead. Quickly taken. Oh, the referee hasn't allowed it to go forward. But it's about 2 yards from the dead ball line and he was manhandled.
Just a nice little cuddle there, wasn't it? It was nice. Early season.
Well, credit to Joe Grayson there because he could have went down in a heap. He kept going. But a free kick here. And we've got Lewis listening in from Mexico. Thank you very much. Jacob Butterfield's going to be the man to take this one. It's right on the edge of the box down towards the dead ball line. And Gateshead with a plethora of players around the penalty spot. Is this going to go low? Is it going to go high? We'll sharp find out.
The wind, isn't it?
The wind is picking up. And it is blowing towards that goal. In comes the ball, goes towards the back post. Nobody there, but Gateshead can pick up the clearance through Booty. Booty nods it to Whelan. Ebbsfleet trying to close down as Whelan calmly plays it back.
Strange cross that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's, I don't know if he thought there was going to be more, but the ball comes out to Newton on this left-hand side. Gives it to Grayson. Grayson puts a first-time delivery and it's a good one. Just couldn't pick out a Gateshead player and Ollie picks it up on the edge of the box. Booty gives it across to Whelan now. Booty in the centre of the pitch. Looks lovely ball, lovely vision out to Newton. Newton up against the man, plays it into the centre. But the ball comes back out to Grayson. And Grayson controls it well, gives it back to Newton. Corner of the box, plays it in towards Booty. Booty back out to the left to Grayson. Gateshead having great spell of possession here and using the ball well. Tinkler back to Ollie. Now Newton, who's went back to fill in Grayson's space there. And an uncharacteristic pass out of play from Ollie there. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of fluid motion from Gateshead players picking up positions. And yeah.
As I say, positive start. Keeping the ball well. But just final delivery at the moment, just not quite there. Worked some good space down the left-hand side. Throw
here from O'Neill. On the right-hand side, Chapman has the ball. He's looking for support. There isn't anybody there, and he goes down. It's a free kick. Well, he must have handled the ball.
No, he didn't. He just dived.
Yeah, he dived, and free kick there to Gateshead, quickly taken. And sometimes the defending player gets the benefit of the doubt in those situations, but the ball over the top looking for Oseni.
Second ball.
Nodded down, but picked up by Ollie. Ollie, first time out to Newton. It's a high one. Brings the ball down. Lovely touch to get the ball moving forward. O'Neill. And it didn't get there. And it's a free kick. It's going to be... Is it a yellow card?
It should. It really should be.
Oh, he didn't get to the ball at all. The ball went into the box, and O'Neill... I think it was.
He's lucky if he gets... Oh, he is booking.
He is. He's going to get a booking here. Yeah. Oh, it was late. It was very late. I mean, Newton quick feet did get the ball into the box, and then
in some sense he's unlucky. because
Yeah.
he is literally just trying to block the cross.
Yeah, it didn't dive into to injure him or anything, but it was incredibly quick feet from Newton that got the ball into the box.
So,
John Goodwin listening from Ibiza, and we've got Callum listening from Norway. But Butterfield stands over this free kick here. Very similar position to the one that he had earlier on. That went very deep in the box. Ollie's shown short for this one. Now takes it, puts it in. Oh, and it was going towards Oseni, but it's been brought down by Hannant. Lays it off. Booty with a strike. Oh, now Whelan into the back of the net. Gateshead's number 10 opens the scoring for the season from the edge of the box. It fell to him, and he stroked it into the back of the net. Gateshead 1, Ebbsfleet United 0.
Perfect weight on the layoff, by the way. There's a Luke Hannant just rolled it back to him. It's a crowded area as well, and it's just a lovely finish from Callum Whelan.
It was placed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't power, it was placed.
Yeah, didn't try and blast it, just curled it in. Really good start.
Well, Gateshead got their season underway. 12 minutes gone. Gateshead 1, Ebbsfleet United 0. Callum Whelan.
Yeah, just the start Gateshead wanted.
Well, the tale of the game so far has been a dominant Gateshead possession in the final third, and they've managed to build on what they've done and get the final goal there. But hopefully it can continue that way. But I think Ebbsfleet will still have something to say in this game. There's a lot of football to be played, Mark.
Well, we found that our first game of last year.
Yes.
When Gateshead were 2-0 up against Boreham Wood, and they came back to get the draw.
Throw in on the far side as Kenton Richardson launches that one up towards Luke Hannant, but he didn't miss it. Luke Hannant's had his haircut. It's through me. So but it's another throw at Gateshead. I'm liking the position of Terrell Newton here. He's really pulling out wide here, isn't he, to give an option if Gateshead get the ball in midfield. But Oseni is doing really well.
Brilliant.
And he does well against... Just runs away from him. But now Ebbsfleet on the attack. Chapman over the halfway lane, right-hand side. Newton comes back to help. Ball into the centre. Too much on it. But I tell you what, Newton did enough there to put him off.
Yeah, great work rate from Newton. Looked as if he was going to get caught out, but he's playing a little... it's done with a purpose, but it's a little risky game where he's just trying to press high and sort of...
There's that risk of isolating himself, isn't there, in a defensive situation, but his pace got himself back there. Newton, he kept it in, but it just bounced away, and O'Neill can get it to right. Now in the centre, it is Edza, plays it out to the left-hand side, and Ebbsfleet trying to get men in the box. They have. Ball inside now falls to Polion out to the left-hand side. And now Edza plays the ball inside. It's a nice little run, but Gateshead managed to disrupt and get the ball. Either. And Owen Oseni, he's going to hold this ball up. He needs support, which he just
very good.
Lays it off to Ollie. And now they're on the attack. It comes back out to Oseni. Oseni, nice turn, holds off his man. The skill that he's doing. He's been watching Brazil videos, this lad. But I tell you what, Gateshead still on the attack. Whelan gives it out to Richardson, back inside to Whelan.
Switch.
Such confidence from the young man there.
I'll do them well with good stuff like that. When you can pull something like that off.
Well, Tinkler gets it to Ollie. Ollie's in space here, left-hand side. Now it's right out to Newton, who his first touch just a little bit heavy there, and he's the referee.
I think Gateshead got away with one there.
He's caught Chapman. It was his heavy touch just let him down as he went to try and get the ball. He's caught Chapman on the shins, and he's down at the moment. A few players for both sides taking on a little bit of water here. But Chapman is not happy at all. Neither is the Ebbsfleet bench. Now, if that had happened in November, Mark, I don't think the game would have stopped. I think with being the first game of the season, I think that's because it wasn't a head injury. You only pulled that back.
No, but Joe Grayson put the ball out.
I did, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Of course, out there, Dave.
Catching myself out there as well. Ball's back with Tiernan Brooks, who looks to play this ball over the top, looking for the run of Newton. It's a little bit too central for him, but O'Neill brings it down lovely, lays it back to Cousins.
Now then.
So now Gateshead putting the pressure on here, and good work from Newton, and goes out for a goal kick.
Now, you can help me here, Dave, but am I right in thinking Cousins got caught out last year here?
I think he did, yeah.
It's one of Stephen Warren's goals. Playing out from the back like that, just not quick enough. It is a risky game to play.
Well, much like Gateshead, they must think that the reward outweighs any risk. Of course, where you can try and build up. We know how Gateshead do it from the back, and to great effect at the moment. But funnily enough, normally we see the ball going across the back three quite a lot. We haven't seen that much today.
No, we haven't. Gateshead have actually, I wouldn't say direct, probably over the top, but they've certainly looked to get over.
They've held the ball higher up the pitch, haven't they?
Yeah.
That's the difference. In the midfield battle has been won by Gateshead so far. There's Wright gets the ball and gives it to Booty. Booty, a little bit over eager there, puts the ball over the top, and that'll bounce all the way through to Cousins in.
But I think what you're seeing is a bit of a versatile approach here from Gateshead. You know, we know they will play the football they love to play, but they're also looking to become a bit more of a double-edged sword, I guess. With
Grayson wins the header. Booty, good job he pulled out of that one there, but it falls to Whelan.
Nice.
Richardson inside to Booty. Of course.
Switches on.
Lovely vision, lovely weighted ball.
Oh,
nice
great
touch from Newton. Drives into the box. Can he bring it in? Oh, he goes for a shot. It comes back to him though. Lays it back to Grayson. Grayson now lays it to Booty. Booty first time ball into the box, headed clear. But Gateshead are camped out and they'll pick up the second ball. Whelan just has to poke the ball to Kent Richardson. Keeps it in. Gateshead a little bit scrappy there. Ball a little bit too heavy to each other, and the ball's back with Cousins. Cleared the ball up, and the ball bounces through. Kent Richardson can play it back to Tiernan Brooks, who calmly gives it over to Grayson. Takes a touch, brings the ball forward inside to Booty. Booty always looking to see where the people are in space, and now Whelan can bring it forward. Right-hand side of the pitch, puts it out on the right-hand wing to Hannant. Hannant dinks one into deep one. Can it be kept in? Ball goes out of play for a goal kick. Hello.
Jesus. How long did he take a signal?
Well, and Cousins has hurt himself. I don't know if he's twisted his ankle or his knee, but he's down. And, well, yeah, physio is going to come on for Mark Cousins. At the moment, players taking this opportunity for a break and play. And opportunity to take on some water. We'll have a little look around the National League at the moment, where we've got a little break in play. See if there is any other scores around. 1 second. I will get them up.
Now you're imagining, because there's 7 subs,
They have a goalkeeper.
you would have a goalkeeper. So this might not be a big an issue, is it?
Well, there is a goalkeeper there in orange. The same strip there. Just going through at the moment. That's the National League North, you silly Billy.
That's actually Southern League Premier, mate.
Yeah, has Banbury been moved, have they? They must have dropped down. I think I will find our fixtures. There we go. Right, it's Bournemouth nil.
That's still the National
Still the South. Hey, we'll get there in the end, everybody. Apologies.
That's North.
There we go. We've got it here. Files winning 1-0 at home to Solihull Motors. Aldershot are winning 2-0 at home to Forest Green. That could be a turn up for the books. Altrincham are a man down. It's 0-0 at home against Woking. Boston 0, Rochdale 1. It's 0-0 between Dagenham and Redbridge. Halifax 0, Barnet 0, Gateshead 1, Ebbsfleet 0, of course, here. Maidenhead 0, Eastleigh 0, Oldham are winning 1-0 at home to Braintree, and Southend are winning 1-0 at home to York. And I'm just having a look around there. And the other games on 0-0. But we're back underway. Cousins back up. He's all right for the time being. Ball over the top, looking for Polyoan, but the ball's been put out by Richardson, halfway inside the gated half on the far side. Throw into the visitors.
Looks like Cousins is all right. He's back up, and the substitute goalkeeper's back in the dugout.
Yeah, he seems to be moving all right, doesn't he? But it's going to be a long throw into the box here from the far side. Launched in. Oh, there's a long throw as well. Gateshead managed to head it clear, and now Whelan pokes it right up the pitch. Chapman's there to nod it down, and Ebbsfleet try and keep this attack going, but the ball to Killerman just couldn't be held up.
Yeah, something I forgot about from from Woking last year was those long throws, wasn't it?
He's very impressive with the long throws, and just having a little look around to see if there's any notable scores around involving former players. But we can't see anything at the moment. We'll do that round up at half time and full time. But at the moment, Gateshead take their throw. Whelan, ball ricochets off Killerman. Ollie's there to poke it clear, and we're seeing a little turn of pressure from Ebbsfleet. Gateshead managed to clear the ball. Oseni beaten in the air. It's going to be picked up midfield. It is Polyon. Oh, just Tinkler there. Pokes it out on the far side. We're just seeing a little tempo change from Ebbsfleet.
Yeah, just enjoying some possession on and getting on the ball and trying to force Gateshead backwards, because at the moment, well, for the first sort of 15, 20 minutes, it's, I wouldn't say one-way traffic, but Gateshead have certainly been on the front foot.
Well, we're into the 22nd, about to go into the 23rd minute, and if you are just joining us here at Gateshead Stadium, it's Gateshead 1, Ebbsfleet United 0. Callum Whelan from the edge of the box, a placed curling shot through a crowded area. But Gateshead, at the moment, you would see a good value for the lead, but Ebbsfleet are just starting to get into it as the ball comes up. Tinkler wins the header, and it bounces out on the far side. Very similar place to where Killerman did that long throw from earlier, about 2 minutes ago.
This is where, you know, Gateshead might be tested throughout the season, as from set pieces like this and long throw-ins. A very different type of challenge to the one that Gateshead possess.
Well, the big men are up there, and John and coordinate as we want to wait for this long throw. It's weighted up in the air and just managed to be nodded down by Richardson. Tiernan Brooks grabs it at his near post. No real threat there, but
looks a very solid keeper, doesn't he?
Yeah, Brooks, he's as I say, from what we've seen in pre-season and thus far in this game, very, very competent in what he does.
Confident too.
This ball being brought forward on the far side by Richardson. Cross is on, but he didn't have a clear sight to do it. But he's going to play it inside to Booty. Booty now, again. If he looks,
it's on again.
Booty sees Ollie. Ollie will have Newton on his left-hand side, who he uses, and he looks to see if there's anybody in the box. He's got the overlap, but he goes inside to Ollie. Butterfield tried to get it back. Oh, it's going to fall to him. Butterfield. Oh, he put it over from 6 yards, and he's bent over still. Thinking, how did I miss that one? But I think it's just hit the top of his boot, and that went over 24 minutes. But Gateshead, some nice intricate passing, found themselves with a shot in the 6 yard area mark, and it's the fast flowing football that Ebbsfleet are just struggling to deal with in and around their own area. But they are on the attack at the moment, brought down by Samuel. Samuel holding the ball up well, right. And now it's back with the defence. They're starting to get into the groove now, Ebbsfleet. You can feel it. They're moving the ball a bit better as the ball goes up this right-hand side. Looking for Chapman. The ball comes off Grayson's head. Chapman's going to try and keep it in. Although Grayson does very well. Oh, and the free kick's being given. I suppose the referee, the linesman, was right on top of it. Grayson pleads his innocence. But
trying to suggest an elbow.
Well, it's been quickly... Oh, referee isn't going to let it go forward. He is... The referees went over there now. Being very particular at the moment, the referee, but consistent. Josh Wright, the captain, stands over the ball. About 4 yards, 5 yards from the dead ball line, about 1 yard in from the touch line towards the corner flag here. And they're going to whip this one in tight quarters in the 6 yard area. All the big men are in there. There's a lot of pushing. There's a lot of shoving. There's a lot of movement. Can they make life awkward for Tiernan Brooks? As the ball comes in, it's an awful delivery, and O'Neill pokes that out, and that needed to be put in a little bit higher and a lot more ferocity than what it did come in
Someone's
with.
booked. Someone's getting booked.
Yeah, it's number 5 at corner. Well, Frustrations boiling over a little bit for the big number 5 for Ebbsfleet. Second booking of the game. Second one for Ebbsfleet as well. 2 defenders on a yellow card. Always a worry as Tiernan Brooks pings the ball over the top towards Oseni.
Great touch.
Nicely brought down as and a Max Wright, but Oseni. Oh, he's done well. He's got past his man. Oh, and he's been brought down.
Oh,
and
no
this
way.
could be another card.
I thought he got the ball there. I've got to be honest.
Well, it is
yellow.
It's going to be a yellow, and that could be 3 defenders on yellow cards here.
I think he's got the ball there. He's really unlucky, the defender. I think that's a poor decision from the referee. I've got to be honest.
It'd be interesting to see when we get to see a replay on the highlights, but he did lunge in, though. That's the only thing I can say. Was he off the ground? I don't know, but it happened in a flash of an eye.
I don't even think it's a free kick. I think it's a great tackle. I really do.
Well,
I could be wrong. It is on first sight, but
yeah, well, as I say, we're not blessed with replays from our commentary position, but tell you what, Gateshead have got a free kick here about 20, 25 yards out, right-hand side of the D.
I mean, what I would say is if it is a foul, if the referee's given a foul, I should say, he is last man.
Yeah, it did look that way.
But I didn't think it was a foul. So there we go.
I'll say it with you.
Booty behind this.
Yeah, Regan Booty. He did score a lovely free kick up at Blythe Spartans in pre-season. Similar range, different side of the box though. What can he do here left-footed?
I think we'll be very unhappy if this goes in, by the way.
Yeah, I think they probably would, but Regan Booty goes up or hits the wall, but it's going to come back to Grayson. Gateshead still camped out to Newton on this left-hand side. Up against O'Neill. Calmly gives it back to Grayson, and Gateshead reset and hits it off the referee. Referee says, well, it's going to be a drop ball. Is it?
No, it just gets given back to Gateshead.
It's given back to Gateshead. Well, kind of feel for the referee there because he
yeah,
just got hit with the ball. He wasn't blocking anything. It's just Gateshead trying to play the intricate football. Back underway. Grayson.
It's a bit of movement.
Tinkler, who hasn't seen much of the ball, surprisingly. Tiernan Brooks, 45 yards out at least, and the ball comes across here as Chapman heads it out, and it's a throw into Gateshead halfway inside Ebbsfleet's off on our near side here. As Grayson needs movement. Booty gives it back to Grayson. Lovely dinked ball from Grayson. Newton has to hold it up. He does well to keep the ball moving. Gets it. And he's just lets him down. And, well, he's going to get back and do his defensive duties. But the youngster who arrived, well, he's fouled there. He was taken out of the clothesline if you watch the WWE. And the referee's just trying to calm the game down somewhat here. But
just looking at the Gateshead bench, they absolutely love that from Terrell Newton.
Yeah,
brilliant to get back and win the ball back after his initial error. Shows the attitude that Gateshead love.
I'll say, come on as a trialist in pre-season, and I think the initial plan was to maybe sign him and send him out on loan, but he's made that midfield spot his own. And was that a yellow card for Rob
Elliott?
Elliott there. So the referee not exactly happy with what's been said from the touchline. But yeah, Terrell Newton, he's forged his own path since arriving at Gateshead, and here he is starting when it looked like he might have been signed as a promising one for the future.
Yeah, I mean, he's impressed sufficiently to get a deal. And
and now this game is in danger of bubbling over there. Dominic Samuel put his hands around his neck there as he went behind, like a grab, but gets to take the free kick quickly. Newton tries, and Chapman goes down. Has he give it? He has! Oh my word. Well, Chapman goes down very easily, and this game is in danger of simmering over at the moment. Some frustrated moves.
Some big days for a couple of clubs around in the northeast here. Heading down first ever game in Step 3 in the Northern Premier League Premier Division, the 1-0 up against Warrington Rylands, which is of
course a club that helped out Gateshead in their hour of need when they needed a training ground and facilities. Always a lovely place to visit in pre-season, which has become a staple of Gateshead's pre-season. There's Hannon battling on the far side, and the ball's went in. Oh, and a put across. Well, the referee's trying to let the game play on, and he has, as Chapman puts this in from the right-hand side, headed clear by Booty, only as far as Killerman, who gets a shot off, drags it past.
He was going to give that against Luke Hannon.
Hannon was wrestled to the ground, and the referee, who I was praising before for his consistency, is kind of letting this game get away from himself here.
Yeah. It's a difficult one, that one, because it looked as though both going at each other.
Hannon was the one that was landed on in a crumpled heap. So
I don't know who's on Gateshead's Twitter, but just said that we're officially back now. Rob Elliott's been shown yellow card.
Oh, there we go. Banter, as they say, as Whelan gets the ball under control, lays it off to Hannon, but just too much on it, and Gateshead just been taken out of their stride, as it were, here with the little bit of roughhousing from Ebbsfleet.
That's exactly what it is. I wouldn't call it roughhousing. I don't think it's
no, I don't think it's roughhousing. It's just got more physical.
Yeah.
In the early 20 minutes, Gateshead kind of had a lot of space, a lot of possession.
Because now the style, teams will try and do that with them.
Yeah.
It's something they're going to have to be used to, and to be fair, they've been used to it.
Oliver, lovely little flick to Butterfield. Butterfield sees the man on this far side. It doesn't get through, but it's going to be picked up in midfield by Booty. And the ball wasn't the greatest, and it's been picked up, ball forward now, and Samuel. Pollyone, lovely touch, gets it past Tinkler, down to the dead ball line. He's took it too far, pulled it back, the ball went out. And unlucky for Pollyone.
I'm not sure that was out,
I think it was, I'll say it was. But it just looked like it just was trickling away from him, and he was stretching to keep it in.
Great touch, wasn't it?
Oh, lovely. I mean, Tinkler was just stranded there, wasn't he? The touch took him out of the game, and Pollyone was away. But the linesman judged that the ball did go out. It's a goal kick to Gateshead, taken short. It's going to be, as Tinkler gives it to Brooks. And Brooks is going to launch this one up towards Oseni. Ball nodded down, and that's it. It's a ball. Oseni 1-1 with the keeper. Gets past. He's still there though. He's got the ball. Can he finish it now? Strike. 2-0! Disaster from the Ebbsfleet captain. He rolled it back with no pace at all. There was Oseni to latch onto it. He went 1-on-1 with the keeper, and the keeper made himself big, but Oseni kept working hard and then got his just rewards, and Gateshead have made it 2-0.
Really, really strange goal, that one. I think by the looks of it, Ebbsfleet aren't happy about the fact that they think Oseni's pulled the defender back before he scored. They have a case for that, but you can't stop when the play's going on like that. You've just got to keep playing until that whistle comes. It's one of the first things you're told, when you're a young footballer. And good stuff from Gateshead. Really alert from Oseni. You expect him to score the first one. Good save, really good save from Cousins, but kept his composure and scored when the opportunity opened up again. A real case
of playing to the whistle. Oseni kept going. The ball was loose. He got onto it, and he buried it into the back of the net when he got his chance. And Gateshead 2-0 up. And what have Ebbsfleet got in answer here? Because the game has been, just simmering along. Can they get themselves into a momentum here and get themselves into this game as the ball goes out of play on the far side as they quickly try to ping it out to the left, and a throw into Ebbsfleet. But Gateshead, worthy of their 2-0 lead at the moment, you would say. But Ebbsfleet certainly not out of it, but they need to get some composure when they're on the ball. And that seems to be what's lacking from them at the moment. But they have the ball now, left-hand side. Ball forward, offside, goes up against Samuel. And Gateshead can take a free kick here.
He's only about 6 yards off.
Played it across there. You see, we are seeing the tempo rise to try to close down Gateshead. But in doing so, left himself open at the back. And Butterfield dinks it to Ollie. Ollie brings it forward. Left-hand side, just turns and slows the game down somewhat.
Switches
Booty, lovely footwork from Booty. Just sends the man the wrong way, and Ollie gets it to Butterfield. Butterfield dinks it to Newton. I think it took a little touch and took the sting out of the pass. But Chapman's there, can marshal it back, and now cleared by Cordner up the pitch. But Gateshead pick up the ball inside as Booty fouled by... Oh, no, it wasn't. And now...
Chance.
Right, can put it out to the left-hand side. I think the ball through the middle was probably the better ball, but they're still in possession.
Gateshead done well to get back in shape there.
Right.
Good recovery.
Oh, and that's awful stuff. And now Gateshead on the attack. It was passed to Oseni. He's driving forward up against Cordner. Newton is coming. He's still going. Oh, Oseni. Oh, now it has fell to Whelan. Gets a shot off. Oh, and it comes incredibly wide. But the deflection, the tackle, it's a corner. But at the minute, they're gifting Oseni chances.
Again, I go back to last season. It feels very, very similar. They made mistakes similar last year. And it just didn't come off. But again, really, really alert from Oseni. Brilliant defender, I've got to be honest, from Ebbsfleet, a number of defenders.
Got back, didn't he?
Yeah, really well, because that was a real threat.
Well, taken short to Whelan. Whelan turns, his man gives it to Ollie. Ollie looks to dink this one towards the back post, and it just goes over. He holds his head in disappointment there. But yeah, Gateshead, they're creating their own stuff, but Ebbsfleet guilty of gifting stuff as well. And first stage jitters maybe, but the Ebbsfleet manager will be wanting to cut that out pretty quick. But we are into the 37th minute. And
yeah, I mean, it's they need something for half time, I think, or certainly in the first 10 minutes, because if Gateshead get the next goal in this game, I think you're looking at potentially game over.
Well, Ebbsfleet, Chapman trying to do his best to create something here, and he does well, but too many Gateshead shirts, and Ollie managed to poke it clear. It's gonna fall though to Killerman, edge of the area. Can he get a shot away? He tries to pull away. There's Butterfield on defensive duties, and a ball forward to unleash Oseni, right hand side. He's up against two defenders. He's got Newton coming in, goes for the shot, and pulls it back, but it's going to fall to Gateshead, and Gateshead still have numbers forward.
That's twice now. He's had a break when Terrell Forbes burst forward from
Terrell Newton.
Terrell Newton, yeah, sorry, from that left hand side.
Yeah, he ghosts, doesn't he, Terrell Newton? But once again, Oseni doing well as that number 9 gets the ball and wants to drive forward towards the box whenever he gets it. But at the moment, Gateshead in possession through Grayson. Tinkler gets the ball from Ollie. Gateshead just slowing it down a little bit, getting back in the rhythm. And Tiernan Brooks, like a centre-back 40 yards out, puts this ball out to Newton. Didn't win the header there, and the ball is going to fall in midfield to Ebbsfleet, and Cordner can put it back to Cousins, who gets it over the halfway line. Tinkler wins the header. Can Butterfield pick it up? He can. Ollie chests it down, gives it to Newton. Newton now, sensible head on the young man, passed it back.
It's nice and calm.
Across to Brooks, edge of his area. Booty shows.
Sorry?
Didn't think that one through, did I? As now Tinkler.
It's almost like playing with with someone like Brooks who's so comfortable. It's almost like playing with another defender in there, isn't it?
He offers so much.
Oh, he's not off. He's not off. He wouldn't have been off.
He's on his own. He comes.
On.
Now. Not. Well, the flag goes up, and
he's nowhere near off. There's a lad near side playing him on.
Well, we'll give the linesman the benefit of the doubt, but dubious one. 40 minutes gone here. If you're all just joining us, Gateshead 2, Ebbsfleet United 0. As Ebbsfleet trying to carve something out here before the end of the first half, but Gateshead pick it up in midfield through Ollie. Butterfield turns. He sees Oseni. It's a lovely ball through. He's on. The offside flag goes up.
That one was off.
Definitely off. But I mean,
that was off.
The weight of the pass from Butterfield was beautiful. And Oseni is just on the shoulder of these defenders, ready to pounce.
Yeah, he was. I think that one was just off. I've got to be honest. Only just.
Well, Gateshead bench. All 3 coaches up there shouting instructions.
If it's a slightly quicker ball, or he holds his run slightly, he's onside. But it was just off, I think.
Well, he's still a young man. He's still learning his craft, sharpening his tools, as it were. And at the moment, Oseni looking as good as he did in pre-season. Well, Cousins taking his time here. Now he takes it. Every player inside the Gateshead half bar, Cousins. Won the header by Samuel. Polly Owen brings it down. Gateshead do get the ball. Can't. Oh, O'Neill read the flight of that ball very well. Wins the header. Chapman didn't win the ball as pushed in the back on.
No, I'm surprised he's given that.
Terrell Newton. It was a soft one, but there was hands on the back of the back. He felt them went down. The referee's got a look of Eunice Gutierrez. As now Newton threads the ball to Butterfield. Oh, lovely stuff to Ollie. Ollie, can he pull it back across? Falls to Hannon though. Can he pull the trigger? He doesn't. He lays it off to Whelan. Shot past the post. Oh, I tell you what, you could have forgiven Hannon for going from a shot from his position, but he laid it back to Whelan, who pulled it about 4 yards wide. And Gateshead really enjoying life at the moment in the dying stages here. 42 minutes gone, and they're still trying to extend the lead.
Yeah, it's a lovely idea, isn't it? From Whelan, sorry. He's tried to do pretty much what he did in the first one. He didn't go for power, he went for placement and just slightly off target. But really good from Gateshead again, really dominating here and looking really positive. Well,
contrasting benches here. We're seeing the Ebbsfleet manager stand at the edge of the dugout there, and Gateshead coaches all on the touchline shouting instructions. Hands on the head from some of the coaching staff at Ebbsfleet at the moment.
Yeah, they'll want to get in at half time and have a good word with the players. I don't actually think it's been bad, I've got to be honest.
No. I think the work rate has been there. They've been trying to close Gateshead down, and that was a late one from Whelan. That's going to be a yellow card. He did catch is it number 3 Page on the far side. It was a clumsy tackle, that one, mistimed.
Again, I think just trying to block the clearance, wasn't he? And just sort of maybe he's caught them on the follow through,
but yeah, I mean, Gateshead have been, we've seen in pre-season. We hoped it would carry on into the season, and thus far it has. But games against Hartlepool, Sunderland, and Middlesbrough showed Gateshead can pass the ball very quickly with the ball. It's just my son tries to go down his Nintendo Switch there. I can see what's going to happen. But no, it's a free kick still. But no, Gateshead are moving the ball very quick, and
I still think there's room for improvement.
Definitely, there's been a few stray passes, but from both sides. But Gateshead thankfully haven't been at the back, where we have handed Oseni a couple of chances. Ball into the box. It's a deep one, but Grayson can stab that one clear. It's been put across by right to Samuel. Samuel turns, has given himself spaces. Can he get the cross in? He should have put the cross in earlier. Right now goes to put this back across towards O'Neill. O'Neill pings it back across. Offside flag goes up. And Samuel should have put that in first time. He gave himself time and space, but panicked.
You can't be offside there. That's really poor, by the way. You're looking right along that line. And I tell you what, it's wasted a good opening as well. He did brilliantly by the way with the cross.
Yeah.
That volley cross. I don't know how he's done that, but interesting. Interesting. Gets him just not pressing quite as much as they normally do in that cross.
Well, Sweeney having words with the fourth official here about something. He's writing something down in his own book. As the free kick is taken, Brooks gets the ball at his feet. He's in his penalty area. Just carries the ball forward. Now the pressure is going to come on him, and he can go long and ping this one up towards Newton. Newton loses the aerial battle, but Ollie picks up the ball. Offside. He would have been offside there.
No, stop.
Clever from Oseni, but he's going to chase down. Cousins' ball gets up towards the halfway line. Gets through, but Tinkler reads the ball and lays it off to Grayson. Grayson to Newton, just on the halfway line. Booty was under pressure, and the ball forward is going to come all the way through and curls into the box towards Cousins. But Mark, we're into the dying seconds here, the first half. It's been not bad from Gateshead so far. There's a few mistakes. Ebbsfleet will be wanting to cut out their own mistakes as well, but they're on the attack now. 3 minutes added on. As Wright plays it inside to Killerman. Killerman, if he looks up, you can see a run on this right-hand side. Is the ball going to get there? It has. He kept it in O'Neill. O'Neill plays it forward. First time. Nearly caught... Tell you what, that was close.
Yeah, I mean, there was appeal straight away, which makes you sometimes think, well, he probably was. No, I think it's been a solid opening 45 from Gateshead. I do think there is room for improvement, and it hasn't quite happened in that sense. But there's the 2-0 up 45 minutes of the season, so you've got to be happy.
Certainly have ball over the top, way too much on. It's going to come through to Cousins.
The win call.
Yeah, it's just through. But we've got 2 minutes remaining here of added on injury time in the first half. At the moment, Ebbsfleet still probing to get the ball higher up there. Tinkler wins the header. Butterfield turns and the ball just skips away. But Whelan tried to leave that one. It was pounced upon by Edser. Edser has the ball, left-hand side, looking for a run. Samuel's in the centre. Richardson was there just to calmly nod it away, and Booty nods it back to Tinkler. Calm defending from Richardson. Perfectly placed was Samuel there for the run, but there was Big Kent Richardson just to interrupt and disrupt. Whelan, a lot of space to turn and run with the ball. Sees the ball out to this left-hand side, but didn't have the legs on it, and O'Neill picks it up, gets it to Chapman. Chapman looks to get the ball moving forward first time. It's going to fall through to Gateshead here. Butterfield, gets the ball, plays it through to Oseni. Can he get past the defender? He can. Lovely run, but he needs support. Out to Newton, left-hand side. Now to Grayson. Grayson can cut inside with the ball. Lays it to Ollie. Ollie under pressure. Back to Booty. Butterfield, turned. He's got space. Pulls it back across. Lovely stuff from Gateshead. Ollie, absolutely outstanding pass and move on the edge of the box. The ball come to Ollie, and there he was to put it into the right-hand corner. Keeper helpless, and Gateshead turning on the style here in the latter stages of the first half. Gateshead 3, Ebbsfleet United 0.
Do you know what? We're 45 minutes into the season. You've probably just seen one of the goals this season. Unbelievable from Gateshead. The passing, the movement. I've got to be honest, I thought they'd overplayed it. The ball back to Ollie. I thought there should have been a shot away before then. We talk about composure. We talk about, how Gateshead can play it. The way he's caressed that into the far corner. It's a sumptuous goal.
I didn't see it coming. You hope that when you're working around the box, but it just happened so fast, but beautiful. And Gateshead's captain leading from the front and getting on the score sheet on the first game of the season. And Mark had to stand and applaud that one.
Just a brilliant goal.
I can't wait to see that back.
And do you know what's funny as well? The two lads at 12 numbers have scored.
Yes. Well, long may it continue. But Owen Oseni putting in the defensive work as well. But now Ebbsfleet trying to bring the ball forward. Still going on the far side. Ball put in by Page. And now Gateshead can clear the ball as Booty gets the ball out to Whelan. He's in space. He's got Butterfield in the centre here, who he puts the ball through to. And now Newton on this left side. He's got Oseni on the right. He pings it out to Newton. Can he bring... ball back.
There. Very well. Yeah, very good defending there from...
and there is the half-time whistle. Gateshead, a fantastic half of football, which has seen Owen Oseni grab his first goal for the club, and the two midfield maestros in Whelan and Ollie getting on the score sheet as well. We've seen a few straight passes from Gateshead, but not as many as we've seen from Ebbsfleet, and the 3-0 scoreline is a worthy one.
It is, yeah. It's really fascinating just watching Gateshead as they're walking off. They don't look happy. They don't look happy in terms of, there's some high fives and hand slaps, but Rob Elliott's talking to a load of players before they get in. With Oniseni now, this is high standards here.
Well, that's the thing. We know the standards. We know what is expected of this team. But at the moment, if this is anything, if this is the jumping point, long may it continue. But there is still another half of football here, and we hope that you will be here to enjoy it with us. We are going to play out an interview from Thursday night, on Heed Army podcast, where we were joined with Mark Beck. So if you'd like to watch this, please do. And we will, I think it's the Mark Beck interview. Either not, but have a little look. This is what the Heed Army podcast is all about, and we'll be back for the second half. Saying and announced just before we came on air, and that is this young man here from Blythe Town is Ben Fell. So I'm guessing that is one for the future there. So Ben Fell comes into the mix, and Mickey's seen him play against North Shields. I'll quickly go through some of the messages because we've got loads coming in. Thank you to everybody. Stevie Farnfield, he's put hello boys, embracing hello, lads. Excited for the 10th of August. Certainly am.
Nice.
The Trina there, evening lads. We've got lots of evening lads. I'll put them up while we're going and say, boys. We'll start with the first one. I'll tell you what. We'll start with the slaying of the scum.
Well, you need to ask. Look how happy he is, Craig. You need to ask the new lad here. This lad called 7-0. You couldn't resist it, could you, Mickey?
I couldn't. No.
You're on cloud nine. Look at you. Look at you.
Of course. Look. Well, let's be honest about it. That's the worst Blythe side I've ever seen.
Ever. I know, yeah. Terrible.
It really was. I mean, I'll put it up here in the background. I'll just put us down to the bottom. There we are. And I'll put this one in. Of course, it was about 600 fans there for this one. And from the get-go, we started well. We're getting in behind them. And there you go, straight in. Ollie Thompson with the first goal. And that was what the rest of the game, the pattern followed. We just opened them up with ease.
Mistakes as well, like basic mistakes.
I mean, yeah, when it was at half time, we're 4-0 up, and I was thinking, keep the lads on for. Did we make any changes to 70 minutes? Let's see how many we can actually get before the. I mean, when we went to 4-0 up, the lads behind the goal were saying we want 10, and that was before half time.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, Oseni was just absolutely fantastic.
Oh, his second goal was a corker.
Yeah,
but I mean, I don't like to do this to have a go at Blythe, but
who missed this? That's a shocking miss. That
we missed that one, but they weren't physically up to it. I know you could say full time versus part time, but they just didn't even have the speed. I mean, there was one instance where Luke Hannon was like trotting up the right hand side with the ball, and they couldn't get near him. They were having to really
look at the space. Just look at the space there is. You know what I mean? They're not getting close or anything.
Well, I mean,
they're not even.
They were playing Ryan Donaldson in defence, centre half, and it's
wow.
Great. That player that just went down there, number 17, I forgot his name. The try list, number 17, was absolutely electric again, as he was against Scotland. Getting to see a full game out of him more or less was nice, because when he came on against Sunderland, we'll talk about later on, he just seemed to be trying that little bit extra hard and things weren't coming off, but he was a real team player there in this one. And I think, we're talking about how bad Blythe Spartans were, and I spoke to Louis Story after the game and I said it was a good performance, and he went, you can't about the scoreline. I said, not the scoreline, I said the performance. We give a professional performance. We kept our width. We kept passing the ball. We played to our tempo, not to the opposition. We could have just took the Mickey and showboat and passed the ball, but we weren't. They were looking for space. I mean, look at the movement from the players here. They were in amongst it. They were hungry. They were going for it, and it's a pre-season friendly, and it bodes well. I mean, of course, we've got 2 really tough games coming up. To finish off pre-season, which is what you want, but to see us go about our thing professionally and carry it on, even though it was poor opposition, was embarrassing. Yeah,
brilliant.
About embarrassing own goal. Look at that. It's a beautiful finish, by the way.
It's like one of them when the fielder's running after trying to stop a forward, it's just out of the reach.
Yeah, just pushes it on.
So yeah, but just looking at the game, it was and we'll address this now because someone's just put "just for men" gone wrong. Obviously, that's
I think he's got a purple rinse myself. Like, I must admit.
Yeah.
Hang on 1 second. I'll just pause this a second. Right, we'll put my full screen. Right now, can you see like a purpley pinky tinge to that? Or it was. I like how I've removed it. There I am. So what it was,
he's gone off.
Yeah, he's quit. He's gone.
Can you hear us now? I'm back.
Gotta call him Molly Slogan from now on, like.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, what it was, I went for like the pre-scandal scuff look originally, and then we root score, and I do it again. But instead, I was in the dye shop, well, Savers, and I picked up platinum blonde. It looked very similar, the grey, to the metallic. There's another one there. We hit the post there. I mean, it could have been 10 or 12-0. And obviously this one didn't take as well, and it just left like a blue rinse. If anyone remember, what was her name on Coronation Street? She used to go
Molly Slocum of Are You Being Served?
Yeah. Well, my pussy is all right. So yeah, but no, Friday night. I mean, it was a lovely game. I mean, for us, it was a nice night out, pleasant pre-season game. Blythe fans, to be honest, they were absolutely fantastic. They knew what was coming. I think that you heard something said on the way out of the ground, didn't you, Mickey?
I knew. I didn't think what was the words was used. I had a feeling it was going to be bad, but not this bad. Was the words I heard.
Yeah.
No, they didn't expect note.
It's pretty desperate, isn't it, from them?
It's. I just hope this bloke starts opening up to them, because if they're not going to open up to their own fans, they're just gonna be hate figures like Calla was.
Yeah. I mean, you just hope that it improves for them, because it could be a very slippery, quick downward spiral on what we've seen there, because that was probably the worst pre-season side I've ever seen. Not just because Blythe, I would say that was just, it was farcical. But Gateshead went about their business and read the tempo. They made a game of making the players work. So yeah.
Now what it reminds me of? Can you remember the 2000s when?
Some funny old scores around.
Oh, hang on. Oh, thank you. Well, we are back. We hope that you enjoyed that little halftime video from the what it called. We're going to put a little message from our sponsors and partners at Patrick.
We would like to take this moment to thank our podcast partners at Patrick Sportswear for the continued support of the show.
Down the right-hand side from Carlisle.
Well, once again, thank you for joining us on the Heed Army podcast and National League TV. If we are back with them, we'd like to invite you to join us on Thursday evening for the Heed Army podcast, where we'll be talking about this game and, of course, previewing the game on Saturday as well, where it escapes me where we're away to. It'll come to me very soon. But once again, we'd love you to join us. And if you're one of the players' families or relatives or friends, why not get involved? It's a big family here at Gateshead, and that's what we want to do. We spoke to Mark Beck last Thursday evening, and it was lovely to welcome him into the Gateshead fold. Of course, a North East lad, and it was nice to hear that he was that's the closest he's been for training at any of these clubs, so he can get home within 15 minutes. And we're still waiting to see him come on. Of course, it's only the first half. But if you're just joining us, it is Gateshead 3, Ebbsfleet United 0, and Gateshead have put on a fantastic display so far. And the third goal, well, I think we'll be talking about that in depth on Thursday evening on the Heed Army podcast. If you'd like to drop us a subscribe as well, that would be absolutely fantastic. We'd love to have you join us. Hit the bell and like the video as well. We'd love to have you with us, say, for future shows and commentaries. But remember, the best place to be is here in the Tyne and Wear stand on a match day. Go on the Gateshead FC website or any of their social media. You'll get links and you can buy your ticket ahead of time. And of course, there is a new thing to do on a match day. You can pay an extra £10, get a pie and a pint. You can get into the game early at 12:30, where they have football on the screens as well of other games. And you can sit and relax in the corporate area here at Gateshead and enhance your match day experience. So please do that. And of course, Gateshead's new strips will be available very, very soon. I think our suppliers, Patrick, are just a little bit behind at the moment, but they will be here very, very soon. And of course, the away strip will be unveiled soon as well. And I've had a sneak peek of it. It's very, very nice. So that's a little bit of the housekeeping done there. So if you'd like to send a message in as well, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, let us know where you're listening from in the world. We will give you a shout out. But at the moment, Gateshead are looking absolutely fantastic. And it's only the first 45 minutes of the season. So we'll not get too carried away, but the goals have been not bad. And for Ebbsfleet United, they'll be wanting to come out and give a better account of themselves in the second half. Of course, got a few players on yellow cards. Rob Elliott's on a yellow card. It wouldn't be a season without the manager getting a little carried away on the touchline. But at the moment, we're watching the subs going through their warm-ups here, hoping to come on. Of course, Gateshead have a couple of debutants on the bench if they are to come on, in Will McGowan and with Mark Beck. And of course, there's a goalkeeper as well in Moss that signed this morning, and that's Harry Moss. And we'll see what will happen. But of course, this is how Gateshead, how they started the game. We'll see if they come out with the same team. They should do. Tiernan Brooks in goal, Robbie Tinkler, Kent Richardson, Joe Grayson, Regan Booty, the captain Greg Ollie, Callum Whelan, Jacob Butterfield, Terrell Newton, Luke Hannant, and Owen Aseni. On the bench is Harry Moss, Louis Story, Tom Allen, Ben Warman, Kane Adam, Mark Beck, and Will McGowan. For the visitors, it's Mark Cousins in goal, Luke O'Neill, Lewis Page, the captain Josh Wright, Tyler Cordner, Lewis John, Jim Killerman, Dominic Samuel, Dominic Polio, Toby Edzer, and Ben Chapman. On the bench for their visitors is Dylan Berry, Wes Van Gook, Greg Cundle, Giles Phillips, Tom Davison, Craig Tanner, and Kwame Thomas. But, well, if the second half is, the first half is anything to go by, we should have another game. But the wind you might hear on the microphone is getting up somewhat here, and it will be going towards the goal that Ebbsfleet are shooting towards. They are coming out, led by their captain, Josh Wright, back out onto the pitch, which is still bathed in sunshine here at Gateshead International Stadium. We're moments away from the second half. Please don't go anywhere, and we will see you soon. Well, we are just waiting Gateshead to come out here for the second half. There's Gateshead. Ready. Well, Gateshead are coming back out here. And it looks like they are unchanged. The referee and his assistants are back out here as well. And there is going to be a substitution. And it looks as if Tom Davison is coming on. And I think he is replacing... let me see. It looks like a defender. They're putting him into defense. So there's a little bit of a rejig here. And I think it's Lewis John that's made way. Yeah, looks that way. Lewis John. Yeah, it is. Lewis John has made way for Tom Davison in the defence of Hartlepool of Ebbsfleet United.
Sorry, Dave. I was.
Of course, Mark's pulling double duty. Of course, he's got his journalistic duties to do here as well.
Well, I was also pushing Matty Smith's run from Bournemouth to Newcastle via every Premier League Grand Prix share.
Yeah, he's doing a grand thing there. We'll mention that a little bit later on in the commentary when we get a break in play. But we're back underway, and Hannon pings the ball over the top there. It would have been offside if Aseni had went for it, but Cousins gratefully gets the ball.
Substitution for Ebbsfleet United. Leaving the pitch, number 6, Lewis John, being replaced by number 26, Tom Davison.
Wow. Cousins has launched the ball up the pitch. Booty manages to get the ball, but his ball forward only finds Ebbsfleet defenders. They've pinged it up. Gateshead cleared the ball as Josh Wright heads it down. Whelan does manage to intercept, and now
not the worst
ball over the top from just a little bit too far in front of Owen Aseni, but Luke Hannant
Less on that, and they could have been in trouble.
Well, they're going for a long ball themselves, looking for the run of... Oh, they must have made 2 substitutions because Kwame Thomas is on as well. I'm trying to see who he has replaced. I think he might have replaced Edza. Oh, no, Edza's there. We'll get it there. I think there's a Chapman off. O'Neill. So O'Neill and Lewis John have made way. We're going to see a long throw here from Taylor Cordner. There's going to be what? It's going to try and launch it into the box towards the near post. Headed clear by Gateshead. Butterfield's the man that can get onto it though and holds it up. Does very well. Brings Greg Ollie in. He's got in front of him, but he drives forward with the ball. He's still going, Greg Ollie. He's still going. Edge of the area, goes for a shot into the player's legs. And Gateshead try to get the ball back under possession, and they have through Regan Booty out to Hannant. Booty plays it to Whelan on the edge of the area. He gets the ball just dispossessed of him, but he tries to close down and does well to close it, but it gets up to Samuel. All on the edge of the Ebbsfleet area, but now a long ball up towards Kwame Thomas. But Grayson, calm as you like, gets that up to Butterfield, brings it down. And he goes for an audacious one, turns on the volley.
We could have all just packed up and went home with that one.
I think they would have brought the Ebbsfleet bus in there for them to get on if that had went in.
Luke O'Neill, number 2, the 2 who left the pitch, and Kwame Thomas, number 39, and Tom Dallison came on.
Well,
yeah, again, I spoke about it just before half time, but Gateshead really do just need to give Ebbsfleet nothing here, not even a goal back in the game. Just keep them at bay, completely at bay, and keep the pressure going. Because if they do get a goal, it gives them a bit of heart. They'll think, well, if we can grab another one.
Yeah,
I know they haven't obviously threatened too much in the first half, but you really do want to just demoralise them. Is probably the best way to put it.
And of course, for their point of view, they'll want to at least make Tane and Brooks work. But Owen Senni, what a change of pace! He's got the ball.
Jeez.
He's up against Cordner. Lays it off to Butterfield. Butterfield finds Booty. Booty has Grayson on the far side. Oh, lovely ghosting ball to Ollie. Can he finish it? He can! 4-0! And Gateshead, well, they're doing what Gateshead do. They find the space and they punish. And Gateshead have done just that with Greg Ollie's second goal of the afternoon.
Once again, just a stunning ball. I spoke a lot about Regan Booty in pre-season. That pass to Greg Ollie is as good as you will see. It's a great first touch from Greg. Ebbsfleet are asking about offside. It hasn't been given. I think we may need to look at the ball down here from Owen Senni that he's kept in. If it did go out, Gateshead won't care. It's another brilliant goal. It's another sign of the amount of creativity in this side. Just so good. So good.
Well, Greg Ollie, calm as you like, ghosted into that space. The ball come through. The Ebbsfleet defence, they were all covering the ball coming towards the near side, not the far side.
Yeah, Greg is a top goal scorer.
Yeah, wow. Well, at the moment, Gateshead enjoying themselves 4-0 to the good, 50 minutes gone. And Butterfield chases down his cousin's ball, is going to come out for a throw here, just on the halfway line. And Gateshead starting the second half as they finish the first.
We know that.
Lovely stuff from Kent Richardson. Now lays it inside to Booty, and Grayson's asking for the ball on the far side. Lovely ball out to Newton. Lovely touch. He's got players in front of him. Cuts in with the ball. Back heels it to Butterfield. Now Ollie. Butterfield. Back to Ollie. Gateshead making the ball do the work here. Making Ebbsfleet chase it. Booty to Ollie. Ollie looks up. He's got the run of Terrell Newton to Newton. Left-hand side down towards the corner flag. Comes back on himself. Gives it back. And Gateshead just stroking the ball round at the moment. Newton again has the ball.
Just so calm from Gateshead here, isn't it? Just really, really calm the way they're playing. I think they're starting to frustrate Ebbsfleet.
Well, Tinkler gets himself... there was a push there. Frustration growing from the forward line of Ebbsfleet as Tinkler managed to come away with the ball, but also with some players' hands in his back.
Yeah, just so calm from Gateshead. It's nothing stupid. They're playing some lovely football. There's confidence flowing. The sun's out. It's not cold. I'm trying to bank memories for like November. When
Yeah,
we sat here.
this is it is going to be a little bit frosty, as they say, but at the moment it's hot on the pitch and it's hot off the pitch from a Gateshead perspective. As Grayson dinks the ball forward, looking for the run of Terrell Newton. It's going to hold up for him, you know. And he tried to hit it first time, but he keeps the ball in. He does very well. Gives it to Whelan. Whelan under pressure, back to Newton. Left-hand side. Newton gives it to Butterfield. Butterfield calmly gives it back, and Gateshead just get the ball moving. That one was
that's a
great tackle from
that.
Thomas on Booty. And now Ebbsfleet trying to drive with the ball in the centre, but another good tackle. And there's a late one. Although it's going to be played on, he's pulled it back. Yeah, it was always going to. There's Newton coming from behind.
Has Newton been booked?
I don't think he has. But I think he's going to be booked here.
I didn't know if he got booked for that challenge first off.
Well, no, I think he got away with that one. But I think a referee, has he got a card out? He has. It's going to be a yellow card for Terrell Newton.
Concluded. And tell you that the 50-50 draw prize money has been claimed.
Could be worth
Number 38.
Gateshead making a couple of subs, lads who have been booked, if we another 10 minutes in, just to avoid that risk of any reds being pulled out.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the 5 substitutions are available this year of 7 on the bench. So I think we've seen Ebbsfleet use that to some point at the moment. The ball nodded forward. Gateshead intercept, ball over the top to Butterfield. Oh, lovely. Oh, and he was good block, wasn't it? He was like a brick wall there. And Gateshead have the throw in here just inside their own half. Oh no, must have went out for a Ebbsfleet one.
The North East club at a new level this season, Heaton Stanton in the Northern Premier League East. Just gone 1-0 up.
Oh, wow.
Town. Really good start of life at step 4 for them.
Nice to see the teams making the step up as the ball pinged over here towards Polly-Owen. Just come away off his shin, but Gateshead can turn defence into attack here as Whelan pings the ball forward. I think he's offside if he gets to it. Yes, and Oseni, the ball there, the flag does go up. But 54 minutes gone. Gateshead 4, Ebbsfleet United 0, if you are just joining us.
You do wonder what subs. I'd imagine we'll see Will McGowan at some point.
Quite possibly.
Ken Dom. I mean, imagine his pace.
Yeah,
side as well.
Quite frightening. Also, the movement of McGowan. You would there's a plethora of options there as well, and of course the engine of Ben Warman. But Tinkler clears the ball only as far as.
I think Regan Booth's been immense in midfield, by the way, today. He's had a great game.
Yeah, he's played well. And there he is again on defensive duties. Holds it up, gives it back, and gets the ball from Hannant, and straight away. Oh, lovely ball down the line there. Well, there you go. Just a little one. Killerman can't believe it. He's got a look on his face as if to say, I didn't do anything. But he did, and Whelan wins a free kick. Well, Gateshead rightly not taking, just taking the time here, just trying to, because obviously they were getting a little bit into a lovely crossfield ball to Newton. Oh, what a touch to Ollie! He gets into the box. Can he pull it back across? Nearly come back to Newton.
That's a brilliant tackle from Ben Chapman, because I thought Newton was in there. Brilliant. Again, Gateshead just so incisive, so clever the way they mix up play. Yes, it'll be short. It'll be been popped around short, and then all of a sudden there's just a quick crossfield pass or diag hit, and just outstanding.
It's been a joy to watch so far. But Ebbsfleet trying to bring the ball forward, and a tackle from Booty. Referee says play on, and now Edza can play the ball out to Thomas here on this left-hand side. Has to hold it up and tries to play it in, and ball goes out for a corner off Hannon. Tried to keep it in, but
I think there's another sub coming.
Corner. Yeah, and it does look like Ebbsfleet are trying to get themselves back into this game with some tactical changes. But the captain, Josh Wright, collects the ball. He's going to place it down to our left. Let's get to the subs, go to warm up as well.
I think we can see where this is going, can't we?
Oh, yeah, this one's going to go right into the mixer. There's a lot of hustling, and the referee has noticed it as well. A little bit of pushing, a little bit of pulling, all in the 6-yard area. Well, not that it's really calmed down or anything, what the referee said there. It's still going on there as Greg Ollie's being manhandled there behind the
by
key.
two.
He had him in a headlock. Well, now comes in the cross and free kick given.
Do you know Gateshead have been really clever there?
Yeah, as a Ebbsfleet United player is down in a. It's Tiernan Brooks. Oh, he hasn't landed bad on his shoulder there. Yeah, physio is going to come on. Did seem to land on his right arm there. He hasn't moved that arm or shoulder. Let's hope he's okay. Physio's coming on. Just having a little look around the league where we can. But just before we do that, of course, Mark's got a good friend doing quite the marathon, as it were.
Well, several. Matty Smith from the If You Care Share Foundation, brilliant charity up here and they're based in the northeast, but do work around the country. He is running from Bournemouth's Vitality Stadium to St James's Park, Newcastle United's home, via every Premier League football ground. It's over 800 miles, blown away by Matty. The charity started following the sad passing of his brother. To do what he's doing, he's trying to raise £135,000. He's just doing the London clubs at the moment, and then he'll be heading over to Ipswich, which is a bit of a kicker for him. So it's amazing challenge from Matty. Get on the If You Care Share Twitter and donate if you can. It's just literally at if you, the letter U, care share. So if you care share. Thank you.
And a couple of notable scorelines around the National League at the moment. Forest Green are 3-2 up against Aldershot, and FC Halifax are winning 2-1 at home to Barnet, which might be a bit of a surprise for some people. But Gateshead trying to get on the attack again as...
Tell you what, Tiernan Brooks has got a hell of a punt on him.
He certainly has. It looks like he's showing no ill effects there of the treatment that he got. But
leaving the pitch, number 4, Josh Wright.
Oh.
Being replaced by...
Did you miss that?
I missed that.
Fonguk's come on.
Fonguk is on. As inside to Butterfield. Butterfield lays it out to Newton. Newton pokes it across. Oh, and it's in the back of the net. Greg Ollie hat-trick. Tell you what, Oseni could have poked that home, but he left it. But the captain, Greg Ollie, leading by example, as he did he has for many years. And at the moment, Gateshead cruising 5-0.
Brilliant finish. Lovely ball in as well from the left from... who put the ball in?
Newton,
it's just a little flick and it's in. Greg Ollie hat-trick. Who had that in the bet and slip?
Wow. Well, Greg Ollie. And there's going to be another substitution. It is going to be Giles Phillips is coming on as well. And, Ebbsfleet's afternoon went from bad to worse there. 60 minutes gone. And it is going to be Taylor Cordner coming off. His afternoon was compounded. He was the one that headed that ball out there that led to that throw-in and subsequently the goal. But Ebbsfleet, got to say a lot of their problems have come from the back. They've the passing hasn't been that fluid, and even the captain in midfield was. So we've got one captain leading by example and one leaking goals. Sadly this afternoon.
I'm not sure you'll be judged being a defender coming on here.
No, not at all. Coming straight into this, it's going to be
Tom Allen possibly coming on, I think.
Well, it does look that way. It looks like he's getting instructions from Louis Story. We'll confirm that in a moment. But, Kenton Richardson with feet like Pele plays the ball forward, gets it to Hannant. Now Kent Richardson gets the ball back. And we're seeing a bit more purpose and movement from Ebbsfleet. They're trying to claw something back out of this game. And, Chapman missed it. And it's going to come through to Newton. Chests it down, just skips away from him. But I tell you what, on his debut, Terrell Newton, he's been up against an experienced players there on that left-hand side.
Someone else is coming on. Sorry, Rob Elliott's just signalled down.
Yeah. I think it might be Kane Adam. He's going through a bit more of an intense warm-up. But, we mentioned Terrell Newton, an unknown quantity in pre-season. I don't think anyone really had heard of him at all from the academy and reserves set up at Luton. And he's come here and really worked hard, and it just shows you what hard work does. It pays off. But Ollie chests the ball down in midfield. Booty gets it to Butterfield, and
he was right.
Nearly went to Ollie, but Chapman on the far side. Plays off Grayson's bum. Comes to Booty. Ollie. Now Grayson again. Oh, the movement to get themselves out of trouble. But unfortunately, the passes just a little bit wayward. But say they're not putting themselves under pressure at all. There's been a red card at AFC Fylde. Solihull Moors are down to 10 men, and that is 2-2 the scoreline there at this moment in time. But no one with 5 goals to one side, apart from Gateshead. As now Davison gives it over to Page. Inside, and Fongook tries to hold it up, and Gateshead just not giving any quarter here to Ebbsfleet.
Don't want that, Kellerman.
Now Edsa, get there.
Oh.
Ball on the far side. It does look as if Tom Allen is going to come on here. Or was the signal down the line?
If this is both wing backs.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Oh, the Sonny's gone down.
Hopefully he's all right. We've got the physio ready to come on if needed, and he is. Well, Sonny's been in the thick of it. He's been getting clattered. He's been standing up to it all. Hopefully he is all right. But we have this break and play. Please, if you would like to join the Heat Army podcast on Thursday evening, 8 p.m., we'd love to hear from you. And it does look like Owen Aseni is going to be coming off here. Did see the number 9, unless it's 19, but we'll see. Kane Adam, and it is going to be Alan coming on for Oseni. Kane Adam is going to be coming on as well. I'll let you know who for in a second. As Oseni gets a fantastic round of applause. Debut goal today for Gateshead's big number 9. And off he comes. Much deserved applause.
I think it's Newton.
Oh, Alan comes on and Terrell Newton is coming off. So it looks like, I think Adam is going to be
either of those two will play up front.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. We'll see. But Terrell Newton gets another nice round of applause from the Tyne and Weir stand as well. A good debut. And exciting to see what will come from Gateshead's number 23. So yeah, it looks like Alan is going to be the man up top here.
Yeah.
Through in taken on the far side as Tinkler dinks a ball up, and the two players that have come on trying to get involved straight away, but Davison.
Substitutions for Gateshead.
Well, we should say it's a massive influx of more pace as well.
Yes, there's a lot of pace in there, of course, and of course Tom Allen, pivotal part of the FA Trophy winning side, and really igniting his Gateshead career after a torrid time of injuries in his first 2 years.
I think what we should probably say, that probably means Mark Beck is just not quite where Gateshead wanted to be fitness-wise. We should say he picked up an injury, obviously, summer. And he has trained, but I think maybe just feeling a bit cautious with him at the moment.
Well, Cousins outside the area with the ball. Looks like there's some ice coming to one of the Gateshead substitutes there, coming out for a bit of treatment. So,
might see Will McGowan on.
I think maybe for Butterfield or even Ollie, just to let him have some space and time in the National League and see what he can do. But a ball over the top looking for Allen. Going to go all the way through to Cousins.
I'd like to see maybe Greg come off just to get the ovation that he deserves for this performance.
Yeah, I think definitely so. And just having a look around, see if there's any notable scores around at the moment. But Ebbsfleet have the ball. Polly-Owen on the far side. Lays it off to the corner of the box. It's better from Ebbsfleet. In comes the cross. Took a deflection in there, and there's a fall from Hannant. Page gives it to Fongook. And back to Fongook from Page. Left-hand side, in it comes. It wasn't a bad ball, just no one challenging on it. Now it goes for a goal kick.
Looked like a great ball in, didn't it? But just over.
Nice whip on it, wasn't there? But yeah, goal kick to Gateshead, and we are 67 minutes in. Gateshead 5, Ebbsfleet 0. Well, someone said 22, maybe the number of Greg's goals this season, 19 more to go. There's a ball for Allen. He's going to get round, and his Cousins has to come out the edge of his area, and the ball just zipped away from him. But I tell you what a magnificent turn of pace.
It was funny because he had him and Adam trying to get in. It's a good ball.
Ball over the top, and Thomas is having to battle with Kent Richardson. Feels like he was pushed or pulled there, but it's a corner nonetheless.
I think he may have a point, you know.
Well, Killerman is going to be the man to take this corner. They've been a lot more resilient in this second half, Ebbsfleet. Whether or not that's Gateshead have took their foot off the pedal somewhat or not, but you know they've been harder to break down and they've been hovering around Gateshead's final third.
It's going in that 6-yard box.
Yeah, it's a lot of big men pushing and shoving. In it comes. It's going to be tight. It goes towards this far post and headed clear by Gateshead as Kane Adam was pushed and wins a free kick. So we're going to see another substitution here. And this is going to be from Gateshead. It's going to be Will McGowan. On he comes, and he's going to come on for one of the goal scorers in Callum Whelan. And Callum Whelan into his second full season with Gateshead. Absolutely adored here on Tyneside. And he always puts a shift in, but rewarded with a good goal here today. And now we see Will McGowan coming on for his competitive debut.
That is very much like for like, isn't it? I mean, Will McGowan's almost just a young version of, not that Callum Whelan's old, by the way, but just a younger version.
Retiring him before his time there, Mark.
He's got plenty of life yet.
Substitution for Gateshead.
But it's a straight like for like swap, really.
He gets his first touch straight away, gives the ball to Grayson. Grayson down the line, tries to pick out Butterfield, but it can be marshalled back to Cousins in the Ebbsfleet goal. Pinged forward
To the ball boy.
Throw in on the far side.
You may see Beck maybe at the last 10. Wouldn't be a bad shout just to get him on and get him some game time.
Butterfield plays the ball through to Adam. Adam's first touch gets it to McGowan. McGowan, can he get a shot away? He's on the edge of the area. He's still going. Oh, he tried it. And too many Ebbsfleet legs there cleared. But Richardson, oh, lovely stuff. Plays it off. Thomas, back heel now to go. Sorry, it was off Samuel. And it's a throw into Gateshead just on the halfway line. Well, Ollie plays the ball off to Hannant. Back to Tinkler. And now Grayson. Oh, lovely ball out to Kane Adam on the left-hand side. Drives forward the ball. Ball just rolls away from him there. And out it goes for a throw in. Yep, yeah, throw in near the corner flag on the far side. Of course, Kane Adams' first full season as a full-time professional. Joined halfway through last season from Welling and made an instant start, instant impact, and there's a little bit of argy-bargy going on the far side there. Polly Owen having words with Kane Adam and a shoulder shove, but at the moment, Ebbsfleet ping the ball up and Tinkler can just bring that down calm as he likes, lays it back to Brooks. And now Mark Becker is going back he has been going through a bit of a warm-up there. He is back to the bench, so we might see him yet. Still 20 minutes remain. Gateshead 5, Ebbsfleet 0, and there's the sub board there going up. So I think we will be seeing possibly Mark Beck enter here.
Luke Hannon, perhaps. Tom Allen go out wide, back up front.
Yeah, there's options. Oh, lovely ball as Butterfield puts the ball through for Allen. He's got company though, lays it out to Adam. Adam driving, goes for a curling shot, too close to the keeper. Into his arms there. But nice to see the youngster taking a chance, and why not? When you're 5-0 up, if you fancy it from the edge of the box, why not?
Absolutely, why not?
There's Gateshead on defensive duties at the moment as Samuel runs into a Gateshead player. And Gateshead get a throw off Page.
With 2 subs, Worman as well.
Well, Beck and Warman are coming on. And say this is going to be the debut of Mark Beck. Ben Warman, one of the FA Trophy heroes as well. So we're waiting to see. Greg Ollie comes off. A captain's performance from the captain. 3 goals. And a standing ovation deserved as Ben Warman comes on to replace him. And Butterfield is the man to make way for Mark Beck. And Butterfield's debut has been a memorable one as well. He's been involved in everything, and his passing has just been absolutely sublime to watch.
It looks like Beck's going to play in behind or up top alongside.
Big man, little man combo.
Very much.
There's Brooks, pings the ball up. It's going to go towards Beck. Wins his first header in a Gateshead shirt as the crowd appreciate that. And the ball goes out for a throw next to the corner flag.
You know, we love cultured football. We love all this passing, but there's nothing like seeing a big man go for a header like that, is
yeah. And, well, I say he put many heart in many a mouth at Wembley every time he won a ball at Wembley like that.
Well, I know yours was, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Took a wooden spoon to push it back down. We're going to have a long throw from Grayson here on our right-hand side, right near the corner flag. What an impact this could be if Mark Beck could get his head on this, but it goes low and bounces through, and McGowan just loses out, but it's going to come across. Samuel brings the ball forward, driving. He's got Hannon for company. Yeah. Hannon just leaves a trailing foot and poked out by Grayson. And good covering play from the Gateshead players working as a unit.
Gateshead's recovery runs have been brilliant, by the way. Whenever Ebbsfleet have looked as if they were going to threaten to go on the break, that Gateshead have done so well to get back in shape, to really put them under pressure and just nullify any threat as quick as possible. Good to see Warman back out, by the way.
Yeah.
After his little knocking injury.
He finished the season really strong, didn't he? Had a little bit of a shaky start when he came in, but he grew into it. But Van Gook is going to lay this ball across the far side, and now can Ebbsfleet get the ball into the box up against Grayson? Chapman pulls it across too close to the keeper at the near post, scoops it up. And Gateshead will deal with that all day long.
The good thing is you've got players coming off the bench now who know they have to hit the levels straight away to really give
lovely pace for McGowan to turn and receive the ball, drives over the halfway line. He's got Hannon on his right hand side who he uses. Hannon just brings Booty into play in the centre, and a crossfield ball to Adam. Can he bring it down? He can. Now he can drive at Chapman. Just lays it back to Grayson. Warman gets his first touch. Comes through towards Grayson. He's down at the dead ball and he gets past.
Paddle.
Well,
pulled him back.
He went down in installments there. If he had went down quicker,
he's just pulled him back.
I think it's. I think if it had been a striker, they would have known how to go down better.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Too honest.
It was Gateshead trying to turn on the pressure from the front as the ball launched long by Ebbsfleet. Tinkler wins the header. Adam pokes it to Booty. Booty through to McGowan, but Page read it well. And now Fonguk turns Booty and drives with the ball, plays it through, and the ball was just too heavy for Polyoen. Sorry, it was not Polyoen, it was Thomas. Booty, another crossfield ball. Seems to be on every time at the moment for Gateshead as Kane Adam just put a hand on the shoulder and pull out. The offside flag goes up. With 15 minutes remaining, Mark, and Gateshead in cruise control at the moment. I'd just like to see them go back through the gears somewhat, and with the newer players on. I know it's being pernickety, but playing well. As I say that, as Alan picks up a loose ball, he's turned the man. Can he pull it back across? Oh, just wide. It's Gateshead enjoying their football. 14 minutes remain. As I say that, Mark, they go through the gears there and on the counter.
Sorry, I didn't really answer your question there, did I? It is just a case of, job is done now.
Nothing silly.
Nothing silly. Yeah, just sort of manage the game more than anything. I know for a fact they'll want a clean sheet. That's the first, probably main aim. But I just think nothing will take away from what's been a near enough the perfect start of the season.
Well, Tinkler, I'll say Ebbsfleet cut a deflated team at the moment out there. Although they do win the ball on the right-hand side with Chapman. They try and get players forward. As Chapman lays the ball forward for Polly Owen. Polly Owen just holds it up. Lovely tackle, and Gateshead can come away with the ball as Warman gives it back to Tinkler. Booty. And Booty is just ushering it forward. Just a ramble walk, wasn't it there? But at the moment, they need to stay switched on because that can happen. You can lose the ball and give them an opportunity. But, yeah.
Yeah, the shot was a bit wild, to say the least.
There's Rob Elliott. Shoots down the tunnel there. Want to listen to us? That's what he's doing. He's wanting to tune in.
I mean, he's probably just wanting some tactical advice.
That's
That's what it is.
Get it long!
Stop this tippy-tappy. Just not it long.
Kent Richardson under pressure, gives it to Hannon. This is a left-hand side, but Beck. Oh, lovely touch from Beck. Gets it to McGowan. McGowan just gets the ball underneath his feet there, and he's fouled.
That's unfortunate.
Tell you
He's
what,
won the ball
I don't think that was a foul. I think the momentum's carried him over the leg.
The small break gives a chance to think of ball retrievers again. On this very hot day, doing the job they're doing.
Do you know, it's not a bad day for North East clubs in that division, in the East Division, Northern Premier. Bishop Auckland, another club at that level again.
Oh, amazing.
2-1 up against Stocksbridge. Ashington 1-0 up at Ossett. Dunstan 1-0 up at home to Pontefract, which is a tough game. Heatonstown are now 1-1. I say that. Stocksbridge just equalised.
Oh, there we go. It's the ball. So, tried to pick out Hannon, but
it's a great kick, though. If that's rugby, that's a brilliant touch finder. Right by the corner flag.
Well, throw into Ebbsfleet right next to their corner flag here on our right-hand side. Another substitution. It is going to be Tanner coming on for. Is that Edsa? I think it is. He just got he just got carded there. So precaution, I think, more than anything. As backheaded by Thomas. Oh, he comes through brave from the big forward.
Oh, why did he wait?
Well, he's given the free kick, pulled it back. He did dive in there. High feet given, but it's one of them ones where it's hard to call because he dived low to get into it, but brave nonetheless.
They have improved second half, haven't they? Absolutely, we should say, but Gateshead have in cruise control, really.
Ball forward, looking for the run of Thomas. Kent Richardson just using his body and chips that out for a throw in here on our left-hand side. 80 minutes gone. Gateshead 5, Ebbsfleet United 0. And at the moment, Gateshead just seeing this one out, but Ebbsfleet still pushing to get something out of this game. Still trying to get on the score sheet as Von Gook lays it inside to Page. Page out to Tanner. Tanner puts a cross in there, but there's Kent Richardson to clear that one. Header is going to be won by Mark Beck. Nods it down to Allen. Allen, he tried to leave it for the oncoming add-on, but the Ebbsfleet United defenders got in front of that, and they can build from the back here with Davison. Davison chips the ball forward, more in hope than anything else, looking for the run of Polly Owen. And bring the ball forward through Grayson on the left-hand side. Warman on the halfway line. Back out to Grayson. Tinkler to Grayson. Grayson gets the ball forward there.
Oh, well played.
That well played from Von Gook there, who showed good feet. Got the ball under his play. And this is better from Ebbsfleet if they just calmly try and build up, but Let's say from an Ebbsfleet point of view, maybe it
Great
just
ball.
comes a little bit too late. That is a great ball out there to Chapman on the far side. Adams back to help. Plays it inside to Kellerman. Kellerman across the page, left-hand side. Van Gook is up there for help, and he's going to try and drive forward. He's going to pass it back to Van Gook. Davison chips the ball up. There's nobody there. It's a team that's tired and out of ideas at the moment and very frustrated. They've been given the run around, literally in their own box, which led to goals. There's been sloppiness from Ebbsfleet United. And it'll be a game that they will probably be very happy to hear the full-time whistle.
Just listen to Rob Elliott there, just saying keep the ball. I'm not sure if that'll be music of the years, Ebbsfleet, because they're just not.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the front two that have been on all game in Polion and Samuel. They're tired. They've done a lot of running trying to close down. They're still trying to do it at the moment. It's been a thankless task, but that's credit to Gateshead for the way they've used the ball. As Mark Beck didn't win the ball, and now say Polion trying to create something on the left-hand side. There comes Hannon back to help. And it just seems like Gateshead are there like a rash and pass the ball around nice as they're doing now. Look at that, using the triangles and get themselves out of trouble and turn it into attackers. Adam on the far side. Ball comes over to Will McGowan. He's onside. He's off. Flag comes up late.
Yeah, I think he was off. To be honest, he should probably just leave it.
Yeah, just thought he had stayed on there, but obviously not. Did I just spy Ashton United have turned that round?
They have, yeah, two former South Shields players as well.
Is it?
Doris Assay and Jason Gilchrist going against Spartans. Nick Devlick's former Gateshead midfielder.
Yes.
Put Spartans ahead.
Ball over the top looking for Thomas. Thomas loses the aerial battle to Kenton Richardson, and Gateshead once again pass themselves out of danger's way and turn it into attack as Warman over the halfway line. He's got men right and left. Out it goes to Adam on the left. Adam, he's got Grayson if he needs him, cuts inside, still going, still out on the edge of the area, gets it out to Hannant. Hannant now chips it across, looking for the big man, and there was Tom Allen rising, but he couldn't quite get to it. And
we should probably just clarify, Tom Allen wasn't the big man.
Yeah, I know. that's why I was in more shock. But at the minute, Grayson puts one in there towards, it's coming towards Beck, and it's going to fall to Hannant on the edge of the area. Gateshead camped out. Beck, comes across, couldn't get the header on it. And it's going to be kept in on the far side by Adam. Now Joe Grayson, can he whip what lays it to Booty? People screaming for him to shoot, but he puts a one in there at the back post. There's a goal. Lovely stuff from Beck. He tried to bring in, I think it was Allen, wasn't it? Being cleared.
A sixth feels inevitable here, doesn't it?
It does. It just feels like a matter of time. Gateshead are toying with Ebbsfleet at the moment in their own area. But that pass from Adam won't bring Gateshead into a dangerous position. They can try and clear it here as Tanner plays it across to Page, who can bring the ball forward.
Hackentown still 1-0 up in their first game in step 3.
It's now kept it in. Samuel Van Gook under pressure from Mark Beck, who's back in the defensive duties here. There's Kellerman lays the ball back to Tanner.
Pressure again. It's great,
Someone's asking where the highlights will be. They'll be on YouTube, and I imagine DAZN and National League TV will be putting things up because obviously there isn't the TNT deal in place. DAZN is the new broadcast partner of the National League. So keep an eye out on social media for that.
The problem is, when Ebbsfleet are pressing Gateshead, they're just being passed around.
And the unfortunate thing for them, because of the way how quickly Gateshead move the ball with the press, they're leaving gaps that Gateshead can exploit. And at the moment, it's easy pickings for Gateshead when they want to get through. But
if you're being greedy, you'd like a sixth just to round it off, wouldn't you? But imagine if we were sat here an hour ago saying that.
Yeah, it's
an hour and a half.
It's been quite the performance thus far. This ball up towards Beck. Beck tries to flick it on, and Cousins can collect that after the Dead ball line. It's a goal kick, quickly taken. Rolling ball, referee being a little bit pedantic.
Another game against Ebbsfleet where an attacking midfielder's got a hat because it was Stephen Wern last year, wasn't it?
It certainly was, yes. There's now a referee again for another rolling ball.
His attendance. Your attendance today is 1,242, including 79 away supporters.
1,272, I think it was, and 79 away supporters made that long trip up down from Ebbsfleet. Big round of applause from the Tyne and Weir stand for them. But they're on attack at the moment. Chapman tried to, as Grayson is in agony holding his knee. He went down there. Hope he hasn't jarred it. He doesn't look too good. He is in agony at the moment. I really hope this isn't as bad as it looks. Chapman was putting pressure on from behind. Certainly nothing malicious in that. I don't know if he's caught his studs when he's tried to turn.
Yeah, no, I think it's when he's tried to block the cross, and I think his studs have possibly caught in the turf.
Well, Joe Grayson down at the moment. Once again, we'd like to say thank you for joining us on National League TV and, of course, on our audio stream on YouTube with the Heed Army podcast. At this moment in time, it's been quite the start for Gateshead.
Last point just equalised.
And Gateshead have announced their man of the match, number 22, Greg Ollie, the captain.
What's he done to deserve that?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
But no, full credit to the captain, Greg Ollie. He's been calm under pressure in front of goal. And, well, the first one was an absolute beaut of a team piece. Well, a joy to watch thus far. But
no, he's all right. I think he's all right.
He's all right, is he? Yeah, well, Grayson, I think he's physio's working his way through the sinews and muscle there. Seems to be, I don't know, he's on the. It's hard to tell from our position whether it's ankle or toes, but I think it's ankle, isn't it? By the looks of it, yeah.
Well, I think that. Then again, I think there's going to be a stretcher coming on.
Yeah. Oh no, this is not what you want to see. Joe Grayson. Yeah, and they're taking out the inflatable leg brace as well by the looks of it. We hope this is just precautionary. And Joe Grayson lies with his hands on his head at the moment.
Please wait until after the final whistle. Nothing before then.
And this is not what we want to see. Gateshead's afternoon ending like this for Joe Grayson.
Saturday, 17th of August. The first team travelled to Woking FC for a 3
Well, just having a little look around the score lines, I think Gateshead might be finishing top of the league this afternoon if it stays as is. A few red cards around the league there, Mark. Solihull, Altrincham and Woking all seen red this afternoon. York have equalised away to Southend. Hartlepool are winning 1-0 away to Yeovil. Tamworth, they're making a winning return to the National League as they beat Sutton United, who were, of course, in the Football League this time last season. Oldham are winning 3-0 at home. Eastleigh 2-0 away. They're winning. Halifax, probably the result of the day behind ours, I would say. They're beating Barnet 2-1 at home at the Shea.
Always a funny side, Halifax on. Just always capable of pulling out a result.
Certainly are. And I'll tell you what, we'll have a little look to see who the goal scorer was, because there's a couple of former Gator players playing for Hartlepool these days. And Jack Hunter, there we go.
Probably the last one you would have imagined.
Yeah, the last one, if you would think. And there is more medical staff going out onto the pitch, so we really hope Joe Grayson is okay, but this does not look great for Gateshead's number 18. He'd had been having an exemplary afternoon at the back for Gateshead. And yeah, this is really not nice to see. Players taking on time here to take on some water here, but they're still waiting to get Joe Grayson And Mark, you've seen the reaction before I did. He was instantly in pain there. He knew something had happened. We're just hoping it's not as bad as what you would fear if it's a break or a tear.
It's never a great sign when the player starts hitting the floor. He was punched in the floor when he went down, and this doesn't look great at all. I mean, Joe Grayson, I think he's been an unbelievable signing for this football club.
I'll make no bones about it. He's one of my favourite players at the club at the moment, and a Rolls Royce of a defender. We've got a few of them, but Joe, since he's come in, has been an under-the-radar signing this time last season. He came in just as the season started. Of course, had time at Barrow and Dundee United, amongst other clubs, and this is not what we want to see, because Joe's been an integral part of Gateshead's defence over the last 12 months, and of course an FA Trophy winner, and we hope that he'll be back on the pitch sooner rather than later, but this doesn't look great at all. And you would hope, we'll see, we're into the 92nd minute here, there will be time added on. You would hope that maybe common sense is seen here and we just get the whistle blown once we get the ball played for a minute or two. But at the moment, if you're just joining us, it is Gateshead 5, Ebbsfleet United 0, but that scoreline at the minute is immaterial to what's going on the pitch, where we hope Joe Grayson, who went down there after a tackle, and they are using the stretcher board, the slider board there to get underneath him, so he must be in some pain to be able to kind of lift him to get him onto the stretcher. So once again, we send all our positive vibes and love to Joe Grayson out there on the pitch. As it's it sucked the air out the stand from what was it is a 5-0 victory as it stands. The worst possible way it could have ended, really. You don't want to see any player from either side going off, especially first game of the season. It's far from ideal, but he is on the stretcher now. They've lowered him onto it, and hopefully he can be safely carried to get medical treatment. You'll get the players over there just to make sure he's all right. And well, they're carrying him off now. Round of applause. Once again, we send our positive vibes, well wishes and love to Joe Grayson. Gut wrenching to see after the performance he's always gave in a Gateshead shirt, and we hope to see him back sooner rather than later and fighting fit. I think my maths are right. I think Gateshead have used the full quota of subs.
Yeah,
so not temporary, down to 10 men now. But as the Red Cross and St. John's ambulance there, they're carrying him off the pitch, and he's going to be brought in front of the stand here. Tiernan Brooks kicks the ball out from the edge of the area there, and Von Gook gets the ball under control. We are seeing Joe Grayson coming forward. He doesn't look great. There'll be a lot of pain and hurt that he isn't involved as the ball comes into the area. As Polly comes through and he puts it into the back of the net. And Ebbsfleet United have brought one back when Gateshead were down to 10 men. But that's immaterial. All we worry about is Joe Grayson at the moment, who goes down the tunnel. Standing ovation from the Tyne and Wear stand. But we hope to see Joe Grayson coming out of that tunnel fully stripped and ready to go as soon as we can.
United, number 14, Dominic Pollion.
Polly has pulled one back for Ebbsfleet, and as you say, feels a little bit immaterial at the moment, but 5-1 is the scoreline. Still a great scoreline nonetheless. But you feel if that had been to the full quarter, that probably wouldn't have happened.
It certainly wouldn't.
Back underway, ball out to the far side. Allen chases down to the corner, and it's going to be a goal kick. Also kept it in. No. Just we played it back there. I thought you kept it in. But we are back underway. There's Davison. Van Gogh drops deep, back to Davison. Goes to the far side, and now seeing the visitors just commit a few men forward here. They smell blood with Gateshead being a man down. They're trying to pressure that defence as the ball goes across to Chapman on the far side. Gets past Warman, but Allen's back to help out with defensive duties. And down he goes, and out it goes for a throw-in on the far side.
Yeah, that's kind of taking the wind out of everyone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Onoseni as well going off was a concern, but I think that was precautionary. I don't think there was anything serious in that.
Just iced him up there, didn't they? And but yeah, a real horrible way to see the game out, really. So it is a close-knit club, family club, and I often speak to Joe Grayson on social media, and it's a real damp end to the afternoon, but nonetheless, we've got to look at the positives, Mark. If it stays 5-1, great performance, great result, but marred by an injury somewhat. But at the moment, Gateshead still trying to disrupt, and they have done. Oh, lovely touch there from... Oh! Well, the referee pulls it back as Kent Richardson was absolutely flying forward with the ball. Well... Free kick in the centre circle. Well, player management and coaching, deep discussion there. They'll obviously be worried about Joe Grayson, integral part of Gateshead's back line. Booty dinks the ball up, looking for Gateshead players. It's been dealt with by Ebbsfleet. Samuel, Gateshead win it back though in the exchange as Kellerman rolls off Mark Beck, but on the far side as ball played forward now as Chapman tries to get to the ball, but there's Tinkler and pushes it. Free kick to Gateshead. Just needless. Well, but I hope by Thursday we're hearing that Joe Grayson is on the mend. Well, let's just take it as it comes, and Joe gets the right treatment.
Can't jump to conclusions in this one. It looks bad.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes of it.
Well, ball pumped up towards Mark Beck. Wins the header. You would expect nothing less. But with Gateshead being a man down, not really able to commit as many men forward.
Don't need to as well.
Yeah.
Job's done.
Don't know if I missed it in the concern of a Joe Grayson. I haven't seen any time added up there.
Six
was it?
Minutes, but obviously we had a lengthy stoppage, so I think we'll be going beyond 100 minutes here.
Well, we're at 99 now, about to go into the 100th minute. Well, wait for Teenan Brooks here to take this goal kick. As he does, it's going to go up towards Mark Beck. He's tussling and bustling, but didn't get towards the ball. Page plays the ball forward to Samuel. Samuel turns into the centre circle and lays it across to Chapman. Tanner back across the defence to Davison. Now to Page. Page gives it to Kellerman. Kellerman got a ball man on the far side. He's delaying it and didn't pass it.
He's wanting to run in behind Ben Warman, I think.
There's now, they have it on the far side. Chapman gives it to Van Gogh. Van Gogh turns and runs with the ball, lays it through, and there's Tinkler just to marshal it back to Teenan Brooks, who clears the ball. And there is the full-time whistle. Gateshead run out 5-1 winners here. A magnificent display with some beautiful goals on the opening day. But thoughts go with Joe Grayson as we hope that the injury doesn't look as bad as it was. But Mark, the positives outweigh the negatives, and Gateshead today were absolutely sublime at times.
Yeah, brilliant performance all around. You look at the hat-trick for Greg Orley, the creativity shown, the prolific finishing. I mean, it could have been more as well, by the way. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the the prominent thing is, our thoughts are with Joe Grayson. Fingers crossed it's good news or positive news that we get from him. But it's all on to next week now and building on what has been a brilliant start.
It certainly has. We'd like to say a safe journey home to the 79 Ebbsfleet fans that made the trip up here to Tyneside this afternoon. It wasn't their team's day, but it was for Gateshead. 5-1, Greg Ollie hat-trick, Owen Oseni and Callum Whelan on the score sheet. And big thank you for joining us on National League TV and, of course, on the Heed Army podcast audio stream. And we'd love you to join us on the Heed Army podcast on Thursday evening. And big thank you. And we'll see you again on the next home game for commentary.